Are we live? I think we're live. Let's see this. This all looks right. There's my mic. There's my drink. We'll wait a couple seconds to see if our notifications actually got sent out. And there we go. Chat's on the screen. Well, there will be chat once there's anyone chatting. Alright. Discord sent out my notification, and so did YouTube. Very nice. Title looks right, too. Part 4. Now we're just waiting for people to show up. Oh, I'm tired today. Not tired, but logy, because it's like midday and I haven't talked at all yet today, so... Feeling a little weird. We're going to have to warm up today. But I forget where we left off last time, because it's been a week or so. Quest log. So, Vengeance, of course, and Awakening. So, we still haven't done that. I think... What is Wojciech? Steal the jewelry from Lady Stephanie. So, we're going to finish that mission for Wojciech, and then I think we're going to do the main quest. So, might as well just get started right away, since... Chat's looking dead as a doornail. Which is weird. People normally like this game. But anyway. That's what I'm going to do first of all. I'm going to... Look at that. We got Matthews Unavailable says, hello. Sorry I can't come to the stream today. Have a good one. Well, at least you were able to come and say that you won't be able to come. That's at least one message. It'll suck without you, Matthews Unavailable. But I guess today you are unavailable. But anyway, let's move on over to Talmberg and steal that jewelry. Whoa! Slow down, Yenda. Let's see if I can't get there perfectly the first time without having to off-road. Estonian Gamer says, hello, good day. Hello, Estonian Gamer. How's it going? And Gabriel Richter's popping in saying, howdy. Hello, Gabriel Richter. Good, people are showing up. I was worried there. I started the stream and no one was popping on. I know I'm a little late today getting started, but we got started. What a disappointment. You aren't wearing the Lumberjack's blouse. That's funny that you should say that, because before the stream I was looking in my closet and I was like, oh, what to wear today? And all of my favorite Lumberjack's blouses are in the dirty laundry, so I didn't have any of the ones I usually wear. So I was going to wear a blue one that I haven't worn for a long time, but then I was like, oh, wait a second. I'll wear this sweatshirt. It's a Kingdom Come Deliverance sweatshirt, see? It's got the little logo on it. So I figured that would be fun. Today is my youngest daughter's birthday. She is 4 years old today. So that's exciting. Look at that. Gabriel Richter saying I was playing Red Dead 2. I just reinstalled Red Dead 2. And it took a long time because it was 112 gigabytes and I forgot how big that game was. I had uninstalled it temporarily for less than a month because I was like, okay, I'm done playing this game. And then I started wanting to play it again already, so I just reinstalled it today. Lexi1397 says hello. Estonian Gamer says hello! Hello! Definitely not Estonian Gamer. Definitely not Estonian Gamer says happy birthday, I guess. Yes, happy birthday. Not guess, you gotta be confident about it. And Lexi1397 says, awesome, tell her happy birthday. I have already told her happy birthday many times today. And of course we got Gable Richter saying, hell yeah! Not sure what to, but he's excited, and that makes me excited. It's always up here, I think, that I screw up my trip from Rataje to Sasau. A, because the road gets super ill-defined. Okay, so what's this here? This is that little farmyard area. I feel like this is one of those spots in the map where, like, the quests don't really take you over here, at least not very much. I think the first time you actually, like, officially get taken over here is during the Band of Bastards DLC. So, you don't... I'm not familiar with this tiny little section of the map nearly as much as I am around all of the major settlements. Oh, of course, my horse is tired. I'll have to trot for a little bit. Save up my horse's stamina so I can gallop. Elias Sjolberg says, Stortgrats? A big congrats in Swedish. Oh, very nice. Gabriel Richter says, who says where the road goes, where the river flows? Who says where the road goes, where the river flows? That sounds familiar. Is that a quote from something? Because it sounds familiar. That should be Talmberg down there, so let's get swinging down towards Talmberg. See, we took the right road. I knew I was an expert navigator and all that jazz. We have to go steal Lady Stephanie's necklace. I don't remember where exactly we left off last time. I mean, I know we left off story-wise here, but I don't remember being in Rataje. I thought we were in Talmberg, honestly. Maybe I didn't save or something? Whatever it is. Because I could swear that the last thing we did in the last stream was something over here. Over in Talmberg or in Ujits or something. But now we're here again. Get out of the way. Zoom, zoom. Yeah, after we finally finish this Wojciech mission, we'll be able to do Awakening, go up and talk to Sir Radzig, get ourselves going, get training with Sir Robard, all that jazz. Gibberwick just says, Bulldog, Salutsenschnepat. That's how you say happy birthday in Hungarian. That is harder to say than happy birthday. Gibberwick just says, I'm part Hungarian. I am not part Hungarian. At least not as far as I know. Oh yeah, I remember. We did the mission for Lady Stephanie and got laid. That's what we did last time. So Henry is officially the man. Alright, let's see if she's in here. Sitting in her bedroom in the middle of the day. Good, she is not. Where the heck is she? I am very sorry, Lady Stephanie. Crap. I should have looked... See, she was sitting in her bedroom like a loser in the middle of the day. I'll have to go talk to a guard quick so he can accept my bribe or whatever. Yeah. Don't... Hey! I yielded already. You don't have to hit me. Rude. Right, let's steal. Yes. I know.
Look, I'll tell you the truth, but you mustn't tell anyone.
I can't believe that didn't work.
On a secret mission. To do it, I have to bend the law a little now. Understand?
Do you think I'm so stupid as to fall for such a fairy tale?
Yep. You strike me as someone who is very stupid.
Alright, here you are.
Lexi1397 said, don't forget to like the stream. She's correct. Like the stream if you haven't already. Starting Game says, damn, Henry got laid by Lady Stephanie or whatever. Yep. Don't you remember? We totally smashed Lady Stephanie last time. Now let's see if she's in her room again. Of course, Captain Robard is in here. Get out of here. Get out of here, you creeping in Lady Stephanie's room. That's Captain Robard's room. Or no, Sir Robard. Captain Bernard, Sir Robard. Come on, Robard, get out of here. He's moonwalking. See that sick moonwalk he did? Holy crap, the lock to her door is very hard? That's wild. Hopefully she won't come back in here. Gabriel just says, have you noticed there's no children? Yes, that's because they've got pretty much total freedom for who you can kill in this game. And most developers, whenever they do that, they just won't include children. Oh, look at that. All sorts of stuff. We'll take it all! Now let's get out of here and go bring the ring to the miller's wife. Sorry, Lady Stephanie, I just took your ring. I'm gonna go give it to the miller's wife. And surely nobody will notice that the miller's wife is wearing a ring that is so fancy that it is worn by basically the only noblewoman in the entire area. Estonian Gamer, the way that you spelled Stephanie in your comment is Stefani, like Gwen Stefani. So, it sounds like you said that Henry and Gwen Stefani made the beast with two backs. Studying Gamer says, oh man, I wanted to execute Henry's child, who is actually of Lady Stephanie's. That would be interesting. Come on, let me through. Yeah, oh my god, that's annoying. The guard, hey, stop it, you're running me over. You could move over a foot. You wouldn't get run over then. Gabriel Richter says, for the longest time, I couldn't lockpick, but then I got better. Yeah, it just takes... That's the way everything in this game is. They designed... In my opinion, they designed the systems all very, very, very well. All of the skills are like that. It's like, it'll seem really hard, but once you figure it out and actually get good, not just level up your character, but actually get good at the mechanic, you're good at... Like, then it's easy. Then you're like, oh, never mind. Now I know how to do it, and then it's easy. That's a good way to design a game. Making it so that it's always difficult, no matter what, that's a really bad way. And making it so the only thing is grinding to level your character up, and then everything below that level is suddenly ridiculously easy to kill, and everything above it is impossible. That's also a terrible way to design the game. Stunning Gamer says, it's actually Stephanie in Estonian. No, that makes sense. I get that. Bet you that guy wanted to kill me. But, you know, I've got a horse. So... I'm not gonna stop and favor him to a peasant's duel when I can easily ride away on my swift, white, stinky warhorse. Was this the road I took? I think this is the road I took. Gabriel Richter says, I am the master of using the weapon, the axe, and the mace. That's good. In this playthrough, I'm going to be a master archer and a gifted amateur when it comes to using axes and maces. That's my plan. I haven't really spent much time and thought for combat, especially melee combat, on this playthrough so far, because I haven't done the Awakening and gone to train with Captain Robard yet, so I can't block yet. And melee combat in this game is decently difficult if you can't block, parry, or any of that stuff. So, that's what I'll be doing after we go turn over this ring to the miller's wife. We're gonna go and talk to Sir Radzig and see what mischief he's got for us. Also, we gotta let our horse calm down. Just to put out some feelers out there, I was looking at the new Modern Warfare 2 Call of Duty game on Steam. And it's been a while since I played a COD game, so I was wondering if I bought that and streamed it. Like, maybe starting with the single-player campaign, because apparently it's got a pretty good single-player campaign, and then maybe doing multiplayer, something like that. Would y'all watch that? Because I haven't played a COD game in a while. I can play a new Call of Duty game once every couple of years and enjoy it pretty well. Obviously can't do it every year because they're not different enough, but yeah. Gabriel Richter says, after you finish this game, you should stream Red Dead 2. That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking that since I just reinstalled Red Dead 2, I'll delete all my old saves for like single player and start a new single player playthrough of Red Dead 2 and stream that. I think it'd be fun. Red Dead 2's single player story is one of the best games ever made, so I definitely enjoy playing it. And I've never streamed the single player. I've only ever streamed the multiplayer online for Red Dead 2. Estonian Gamer says he'd watch. I assume you're talking about the Call of Duty? You'd watch that? I'll say I'm thinking about... Because if I'm going to buy it, it'll be a full-price game, so if I'm going to buy it, I'm going to want to stream it. And, obviously I don't want to buy something to stream it if nobody wants to watch me play that thing. Because if that's the case, then I'll just wait for it to go on sale, and just play it in my downtime, you know, because I've got lots and lots of that. Miller Wojcik. There he is. Wake up, buddy.
God save you.
God save you. Have the jewels.
Have the jewels from Lady Stephanie.
You're just the man.
I know I am.
Here's your reward, and don't let it go to your head.
Imagine me and this guy. He wants, I should sell him the other stolen stuff I've got while I'm here.
I've got some good.
All right.
Sell weapons, armor. Alright, check basket. Close. Anyway. Redneck Zeus popping in says, howdy, howdy. Hey, Redneck Zeus, how ya doing? We were just talking, so the basic plan that we've been establishing, well, it's a few things. So, for the stream today, I just finished Wojciech's mission to bring the jewels from Lady Stephanie for his wife. And then now we're going to go to the main mission. But then we were talking, after I'm done streaming this game in hardcore mode, you know, I make it all the way through to the end, I'm going to, hey look, a ambush roadblock. They're doing a good job at catching me today. Anyway, after I finish this, we're going to do Red Dead 2, the story mode. So I'll stream Red Dead 2 story mode, which I've never done on my channel before. And I was also talking about getting Modern Warfare 2, the new Call of Duty game, and streaming that. So that's everything you've missed so far, Redneck Zeus. Definitely Not a Stunning Gamer says, that's facts. Red Dead Redemption 2 story is best in world. Your opinion is wrong. It is the best game ever cited. I think it's really good. I'm not disagreeing with you, Estonian Gamer. Red Dead 2 is phenomenal. It's a fantastic game that I love so very, very, very much. Alexi1397 says, I would watch you play basically anything, LOL. Good. Tetris stream it is. I will play a 24-hour Tetris live stream. And then we're all just going to be going... That should be enough to get me copyright striked. Alright, let's see if these guys will take me to their wiener. Oh, that's how you get off the horse. Stunning Gamer says he's only here for the chat anyway. Not here for the commentary, the content. Just the chat. Those guys didn't want to talk to me. The screen flashed a couple times, but they didn't want to talk. Elbow1878 says, what armor are you rocking? Let's see what we're wearing. We've got sort of a medium-heavy sort of thing going on. I have an open-faced helmet, the bell-shaped kettle hat, because it's the best open-face helmet you can have in the game, stat-wise. Because I don't want to have the visor down over my face. Makes it too hard to see anything, and I'm being an archer in this playthrough. So we're rocking the... I think we've got a cumin bow. Yeah, cumin bow and some better piercing arrows. And we have a mace and a shield. And then, yeah, we've got the Dark Milanese Brigandine for our chest armor. I think we've got the Nobles. Yeah, Nobles composite trosses for our legs. Milanese for the plate gauntlets, the gauntlets and the plate pauldrons. And then the best mail for all of our mail. And Silesian Gamson. You know, all the stuff. Gabriel says, you should play BOTW. BOTW. What the heck does that stand for? Breath of the Wild? Don't think I can. Isn't that a Switch game?
On my soul, it is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
They thought I was done for. Ooh, my mouse is dying. I better plug that in.
He's in the palace with the
Definitely Not a Estonian Gamer says, Tetris, best sandbox/puzzle game in the world. I love Tetris. It's a fantastic game. It's one of those ones that I've never ever gotten sick of, no matter how much I've played it. By the way, this right here, me having to plug in my mouse, is the main reason why I wish I would have just bought another G602 instead of listening to all the reviews and going with the G502. The Logitech G602 that I had, there's our big beeping sound. There we go. Shut up. The G602 used replaceable lithium, batteries, like Duracell or Energizer batteries. Double A's, I think it was. Oh, I'm on the wrong floor. And this one just has a rechargeable lithium-ion battery, but I have to recharge it like once a day. It's super annoying. Plus, I liked the weight of the... So the G602, because it had a bunch of batteries in it, and I could put mouse weights in it, it just felt much better. Whereas this one, I maxed out the mouse weights, but it's still way too light. Karina Smirnoff popping in saying hello, everyone. You're the man. Gabriel Richter saying, yeah, it is. I assume he's agreeing about Tetris being fantastic. Either that or me guessing that BOTW stands for Breath of the Wild.
Indeed.
Elbow1878 said, very nice and balanced armor. I always grab that Radzig hood. Me too. Radzig's hood looks the best. It's one of my favorite outer garments in the game. It looks so good. And I agree. This is one of my favorite suits of armor or something around this.
As long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig.
Then don't.
Well, there's no love lost.
Gabriel Richter says Sir Hanush is funny. I agree. I really like Sir Hanush. He's probably my favorite character in the game. I mean, He's definitely up there. I like Father Godwin too.
And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father.
Renex Zeus says, so you're a big heavy mouse guy. Yeah, I don't like light mouse.
Accept the Imperial
I don't like them. So,
Who could blame him?
for a lot of games, I prefer to use a controller. It'll depend on the game. Every time I play a new game, I have to decide what I like playing it on better. You know, I won't know until I play it. But like first-person shooters, I automatically default to mouse and keyboard because I'm just way more accurate with mouse and keyboard than you can be with a controller. And for that, I like to have low sensitivity, medium sensitivity with a heavy mouse. So that way I don't need to whip my mouse around like you see all the esports people doing. I can do smaller movements, but they can still be precise. If I've got the mouse too light, I can't ever get them to be precise enough. It just whips a bit too much. And then Kingdom Come Deliverance is one of the few non-FPS games that I prefer on mouse and keyboard. It just plays much better on mouse and keyboard than it does on controller. So it's the directional combat. Same thing goes for like Mountain Blade, Warband, and Bannerlord. I don't know if you can play those with a controller, but I never would. So Dave Zill popped in. He says, I am here. Just got my power back on after a pissy little rain.
It's Henry.
We had some heavy rain yesterday, I think.
After I clearly ordered him to remain at Talmberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Gabriel Richter says KCD in real life.
Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there?
Calm down, Bernard.
Listen to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
I love Hanish. He's constantly saving the day for Henry. That's a big thing. Like everyone else will be mad, and Hanish will just be like, he's got a point.
He deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that?
Even like there, he was obviously being sarcastic, but what he said breaks up the seriousness of the scene. Redneck Zoo says, I like a small, lightweight mouse. Like I said, that's what the Logitech G502. It's too light. I put the maximum mouse weight that I could in it because it came with a bunch of different weights. I put the heaviest one in and it's still way too light.
But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call
But I ain't rich, so I'll play with this mouse. I'll use this mouse for everything until it's shot and I need a new one, and then I'll probably get a new G602 or whatever Logitech has for their top-of-the-line battery mouse, like replaceable battery mouse. Either that or I'll get a heavy one with a cord. Dave Zill says, Bannerlord just dropped for consoles. You can play it with controller. So I figured you could, because yeah, it's on consoles now. But that would be weird. I've played thousands of hours of Mountain Blade through Warband and Bannerlord on mouse and keyboard. It would be really hard for me to adapt that to a controller. Gabriel Richter says, Bernard is so jealous that Henry has hair and he does not. Bernard is just jealous of everything. I mean, it would make sense for him to be jealous and dislike Henry, because he's probably worked very hard for his position, and Henry just kind of waltzes in and gets all sorts of stuff, you know, just because of who he is.
Stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Henry's armor looks tight in this scene. He stands in very well here. Looks like it's not overdone. I've done it where I have maxed out everything in the game before doing this mission, and I come in with a full shining silver suit of armor, and it looks weird then. This looks very right.
Prudence is the better part of valor.
Dave Zilla says, I got it for my next-gen Xbox, but I play on keyboard and mouse. Fair enough. Gabriel Richter says, oh, damn it, I gotta see you all later. See you later, Gabriel Richter. It was great to have you while you were here. Estonian Gamer says, I've played Mountain Blade Warband on console. Do you like it on console? I've not played it on console. Dave Zilla says, Bernard is definitely a second son. He does come off that way, doesn't he?
Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well. Believe me.
Or died.
Henry's earned some punishment.
There was a huge attacking army. Even the best knight in the world would have been killed by that army. What do you figure? A super well-trained, well-armored, young, like not too young, definitely at like peak physical condition knight. Like I said, in full comprehensive plate armor. How many peasants does it take to kill him? 5? 10 maybe? Because, you know, even with like hammers and pitchforks, probably still going to be able to overwhelm him. It doesn't make you invincible. Redneck Zeus says, I got a glorious Model D. It's lightweight, which I like, but it's a little too large, and the ergo shape doesn't fit where my fit my claw grip very well. Well, like I said, I stick with the Logitech. They make my favorite mouses, so this is the G502. I think it's still their highest rated mouse, but it's definitely not my favorite. Before this, I had the G602, and I liked that way more. Only reason I replaced it was because I use my mouse so much that it was double clicking all the time, and it was annoying the shit out of me. Albo1878 says, I think the Talmberg armor style is my favorite. I made a video specifically for the Talmberg armor style, and that suit definitely looks very, very good. Dave Zill says, there was a good 2,000 to 3,000 on that hill, I bet. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's what I'm saying. Even if every soldier we see in the game, like all of the Rataje guards, all the Talmberg guards, all the Sasau guards, and every knight and noble in the game were... I mean, if they were in Skalitz Castle, yes, because castles are force multipliers. And as long as they were in there with provisions and plenty of arrows and all sorts of other stuff, yeah, okay, maybe they could have beaten that army. But acting like in Henry's position, any one of them would have stood and fought. That would have been the very, very stupid decision. Alright, go to training ground. Alright, so we'll run back. Wait, where's our horsey? There you are, horsey. Bet you they're jealous of my horse, too. They're just jealous, that's the problem. Let's, I suppose the bathhouse is already closed. We can check and see if the bathhouse wench is out there. Because if I could hire myself a wench and everything that goes with it, that could eat up 5 hours of the night. And then I'd be all shiny clean and well-rested, and nah, it doesn't look like she's out there. It is pretty late at night, so that checks out. Well, we'll just go back to the mill and sleep for the night. Estonian Gamer says, but not you. You can kill an army by yourself. Well, of course I can. But that's because I can, you know, bring 200 arrows with me and go up on the roof and just, you know, ping all the humans until they're all dead. Estonian Gamer says, I have the M705 apparently, or that is what it tells me on the back. I believe you. I'm not familiar with that model, but... sounds like a mouse. There we go. Dave Zill says, it's so nice to be back in Calradia. So you're playing Mount & Blade right now? I did see, yeah, so I saw that Tale Worlds released a video with the announcement that they officially have the full thing released on console and on PC, and so I was like, oh, good, that should speed up the development of mods. And then I saw on Steam they popped up some... I don't know if they popped up achievements. If they popped up achievements, I'll definitely have to play the game again because you got to get me them achievements. But I saw that they popped up trading cards, for one thing. So, I go back and forth on it. I know they had to release it because they had announced it so long before, and they had way too many people anticipating Bannerlord, but releasing it in early access and then having it out in early access for, what was it, 2 full years before releasing the full game, I think that's bad for a game the size of Mount & Blade Bannerlord. It would be like if they released Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 in early access and didn't have a full polished version out for another 2 years. I think that would be a really bad business move, you know? It's fine for some game like... I mean, I don't support the practice under any circumstances, but if you have a game like 7 Days to Die or something like that, which was a new IP, and it's a small enough game content-wise that it's fine, you know, for it to be in a perpetual state of early access. But for big, essentially AAA games, I don't like the practice. I think it's a bad idea. You guys ready to train? Ready for this guy to talk a bunch of shit to us?
Good day to you.
Oh, how cordial of you. Oh yeah, that's right. I have some ears. Let's see what this guy's opinions are.
can't complain. He knows how to keep order, but he does it with good humor.
He does it with good humor. That's fair.
What do you think of Sir Radzig?
Now we'll see.
I hear he's on good terms with the king. Probably why Sir Hanush opened the door.
Hey, look at that! #1 sexy time.
Fair man and folk
Dave Zilla.
a good governor.
I too am a fan of Mountain Blade, so I can
What's young Lord K?
I can understand you wanting to play it.
He'll be the governor here.
Right now, I'm focusing on KCD though. I don't think I even have Bannerlord installed.
Lord spends most of his time making merry.
I had it installed not long ago. I was testing out the Eagle Rises or Eagle Rising mod again. I was playing through that again, and I was having a good time with it.
What will become of the Skalitz refugees?
I'd like to know the answer.
GPJD posted something in some sort of a language or script that I don't recognize.
Perkstein is a fine castle.
That it is.
Even finer once you all clear out and I can move back into my chambers.
Oh yeah, that's why he's so angry, is because
Do you know who those soldiers
he had to move out of Perkstein.
They call them Cumans or Kipchaks. The Lord says they fled from the Mongols to Hungary and settled there.
I want to assume that prior to Radzig getting there, Bernard must have been in the main chambers in Perkstein. Because I always assumed that Hans Kapan was, but
That's all I wanted to
I guess I don't know for sure. Alright, basic training.
Training.
Yes, you're that boy Sir Radzig sent.
Yes, that's me.
Let's get to it.
Dave Zill says, I tried for hours the other day to get my PC to launch the game and nothing. I did work, so I got it for the Xbox.
And before, we'll start with something simpler.
My father was a blacksmith, so I've learned a thing or two.
Fine, we'll try something more advanced. Take care.
I don't think we need to go through the really basic stuff. Got a lot of things that we haven't read. It's not letting me do anything. Oh, there it did. Ooh, we're already out of stamina. Free fight. Show what you've learned. Oh, I get it. I was expecting it to do the... Hey, look at that. We leveled up sword already. Aha! He's getting us. I'm all out of stamina. Tournaments are going to be hard in this game.
Then attack unexpectedly.
Seems like I take up my stamina in like one hit. How's that possible? I feel like I... There we go, we clinched him. I feel like Hans Kapan's gonna kick my butt. Because, I'm performing very poorly against Bernard. I'll probably just have to go in and clinch him every time and kick back, because my strength is high enough that I should be able to, Wait, did he show me how to block?
Enough. You're not a complete dead loss. It'll be hard work to turn you into a master, but you have the basics. Let's try something more advanced. When in combat, keep an eye on the space between you and your opponent. That's
Okay.
your space. Try to attack from the side the opponent will find harder to block in time. If I'm holding the sword raised up, do an uppercut. If my sword is low, lunge. Let's try it. You strike a few times at the side where I'm not holding my sword.
Okay.
Nice. All right. Nice. Not bad. Well done.
That was easy.
Right. Lesson 2. Everything you've learned about blocking.
Okay, good. We're gonna learn how to block.
When I cover, I can simply fend off your blows with my sword and gain control of the space between us. But it's better not to control just the space, but actually your opponent's weapon. Attack, and I'll show you.
Okay. Rude. Suck on that, Bernie. For some reason, it must be a different game, but I'm thinking right click should be block.
Now you.
Must be something else I've been playing recently.
Stand. As soon as I start to attack, you block. The move knocks the blade aside. Good.
That's a really slow block.
Very good.
Hmm.
Not bad. done.
I didn't think they slowed things down for hardcore mode. Or they must just not pop up the little green shield thingy.
All right, now we'll try it a little faster. Concentrate and block just at the moment I start attacking. I'll strike you from above each time so you can see it well. Well
That didn't
done.
seem faster to me. It seemed like maybe slower.
Nice.
Are we do? What is going on?
Ow. That's it.
I feel like we just did this. Shouldn't we be doing it full speed? I'm so confused. Maybe it's been too long since I've done this tutorial.
Good, good. Now let's try it at full speed.
Oh.
Probably won't succeed, but that's normal at the start. You must train. Let's go.
There we go. Hey, look at that. We leveled up defense. Ow! I wasn't paying attention. I am training.
Wait a while, Henry.
You got it, Bernie. This guy.
Greetings, Sir Hans. Great to hear.
I was on my way when I noticed that you're entertaining Sir Radzig's esteemed guest.
Rude.
Not the same as holding a hammer, is it, blacksmith?
It's Sir Radzig's orders.
Chew, chew. Oh, I get it, like a train. Ha 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 ha.
My hand's grown heavy lately. You don't mind, do you, Bernard?
Not at all, my lord.
Good day to you, blacksmith's boy. Try not to hurt yourself.
Okay. I'm gonna try to be Henry that doesn't get easily offended.
Where did we finish?
That's why before, when this guy called me a boy, I was like, yep, that's me.
There's one more way to evade a strike. You simply step aside, attack, and I'll show you. All right, try it. It's important.
Chugga chugga choo choo. You guys are doing your whole train thing. I don't get it.
If you move too late.
Is this like one of those Twitch trains that I'm always hearing so much of? Or getting a train run on you? Is that what's going on?
Here's your chance.
Karina Smirnov says, I thought it's the funniest thing I've ever said. Well, I hope that it was not the funniest thing you've ever said.
Good. Fine. Now try it a little quicker. Try and get used to the rhythm. Never take your eyes off your opponent.
I'm watching.
Strike before it's even properly started.
Pipe train?
All right.
Hype train? Hype train, pipe train, same thing.
Good.
Deshaun Gelly says burn.
All right.
You get it, Deshaun Kelly.
For today,
Hype train,
you
pipe
raise the sword
train,
and force your opponent
running
to
a
walk.
train,
Then,
getting a train run on you. These are all the same thing as far as I know.
opponent won't even know what hit him. Try it. Draw back the weapon, then change the attack zone and strike, so I don't have time to react.
Haha.
Very good.
Oops.
Very good. Nice. Good. No. Nice.
Nice.
Well now, that wasn't too bad. Maybe we'll make a soldier of you after all.
Thank you,
Don't get
Bernard.
cocky. You have to train hard and
Wow, I got cocky way too quick. He called me out on it right away. Karina Smirnov says a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. She knows what's up. Karina Smirnov, you ever run a train? Or have a train run on you? I don't know what that means, but I assume it's not an offensive question.
Don't leave yet. Sir Radzig also wanted me to teach you archery. Come with me.
Dave Zill says, this is Rocky 3 training montage moment. I'm more of a Rocky 4 training montage kind of guy. You know, Vince DiCola running up the mountain. Opposite, what's his name? Dragic. The guy played by Dolph Lundgren. Sounds horribly sexual. Was it, Karina? I'm not normally a very sexual person. That's strange. I'm gonna go through this little door. Seems more Henry-sized. Let's do the archery. So Bernard can teach me archery. The winner of the last tournament here, you know, where I won the wine. Let's see then.
Take this bow, go and stand in position.
Take
over there.
your bow.
Start. And another thing, put on this arm guard. Without it, you could flay your forearm with a bowstring, so be sure to wear it.
Thank you, Captain.
Drago, I will break you. If he dies,
Thanks.
he dies.
You're in position.
Huh? What a joke.
Now concentrate.
Also, yeah, the
Bow
train
isn't
thing,
exactly
weird.
The weapon of choice of a knight, but it can come in very handy. You've got two bandits coming at you from a distance. Shoot one in the eye, drop your bow, and draw your sword on the other. Emperor Charles.
You see how quick that draw was?
urged his subjects to learn.
I don't like using the training bow because of how much drop-off it has at this range.
You would have gotten
I think you gotta kind of
You're holding the thing like a piece of firewood.
hold in.
There's the target. Try and hit.
So hard to try hitting anything with this stupid bow.
Try to get a feel for the rhythm.
Oops, I missed.
Nail on the draw. Hold your breath for a moment, then release the string. No jerky movement. Just let the string
I shot Hans in the back.
as if you were about to draw it down.
Hey, look at that, #1 sexy time.
Aiming at the target and flying at it. Shoot away. What you have there is a training bow. The arrow drops quickly.
Yeah, it drops quickly. It's ridiculous.
A better one. Then those arrows will fly so fast you won't see them. Don't forget the arm guard. But you've mastered the bow a bit. You won't need it anymore.
Speaking of sexual things, yeah, it's #1 sexy time. Ugh. It canceled my last shot.
That's it then. I don't like to say it, but it wasn't that bad.
I don't know why you're wasting your time, Sir Bernard. Nothing will come of him anyway, and at the first sign of trouble, he'll run away like any other cowardly peasant. After all, he's done it before.
Speak of the
What did
devil.
you say?
Calm down, boy. Keep in mind who you're talking to.
Braggart who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Now, you've really done it. You'll go to the stocks for that.
Calm yourself, Sir Bernard. If the blacksmith boy feels he can prove himself, then let him try.
Yeah, audio seems really
You
quiet.
can beat me? Well,
Any time.
very well. If you defeat me, I'll give you my bow. If you lose, you'll have to pay up. Do you even have any coin?
I have enough.
I think I've got like 50,000 groschen on me right now. I doubt Hans has that much money on him. Let's switch. We'll keep the tournament arrows, but we're gonna go back to our good stuff. Ooh-wee! Scored that one a little bit outside. There we go, a little bit better. Problem forcing me to use the training bow is now switching back to my good bow. I've got my sight picture all screwed up. Nah! I'm not... Well, Hans Kaban's only scored 2 so far, so I'm fairly confident I'm gonna win. Ah! You see that jerk? Woo! But on the bright side, there's no way he could possibly catch up. Suck on that, Hans Kapan. My bit rate is currently 5,612. It went down.
Well, I didn't expect that. Probably just wasn't your day, sir.
Kiss ass.
I told you I have a heavy hand. Ever since I fell off that...
What does that even mean? I have a heavy hand.
What are you
Mine
doing?
seems about normal.
I think you owe me a
Maybe you
little
just
favor.
have a weak arm.
How about a sword fight at the arena?
If you like.
So, Hans, is this necessary? Johannes has already had words about you fighting with your subjects. He explicitly told me.
I know what he told you. You can just tell him I didn't listen to you. So what's it going to be? Blacksmith?
If we must.
You know, buttered noodles and Parmesan cheese is definitely underestimated. I don't know how you can estimate noodles one way or the other, but buttered noodles with Parmesan cheese is a pretty tasty dish. Hans Kapan, why aren't you wearing any armor? Jab. Everyone knows you want to fight Hans Kapan and do it effectively? Clinch, jab, poke, poke, block, Oh no, he got us! How is he not? I feel like I've stabbed him so many times. He should be a little bit bloodier by now. At least we know how to block now. No matter what they take away, they can't take away my dignity. No, wait. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. There we go. Whoa! They really don't want me to clinch him here. Ah! Deshaun Kelly says, great, now I'm hungry. At least you're not Hungary. Poke. Lexi likes it. Lexi1397 likes it when I poke Hans Kapan. She gets some sort of a sick thrill out of that. We're just touching tips. Santiago Beirut says hi. Hello, Santiago. Oh, Santiana. That's a different song, isn't it?
You got the better of me this time.
Damn right I did, punk. Come again and I'll touch tips with you all day. You'll be sore from the amount of poking that we do. Santiago Beirut says, amazing game. I'm about to start my first hardcore playthrough. We are pretty early on in my hardcore playthrough. Of course, this isn't my first. I hope you enjoy yours. Hardcore is definitely more well balanced to keep it fun longer. Like, you don't feel overpowered nearly as early. Santiago says, yeah, cheers from Argentina. Ooh, hello.
He shouldn't have challenged me.
I didn't know Jim Gaffigan was a knight. Do I look like Jim Gaffigan?
Radzig's protection. To be wise to stay on good terms with the other noblemen too. Now go to the rat house. The bailiff's waiting for you there.
All right, Captain.
You say go to the rat house? Like where rats live? Wait, can he train me? Hand over trophies? Nah, I don't want to do that yet. Apparently I look like Jim Gaffigan. I don't think I've ever heard that one before. People tell me what I sound like all the time, mostly in videos where it's just voiceover, because normally my face isn't in the video, so maybe if it was, people would say the Jim Gaffigan thing more. But, I get Ray Romano, Jordan Peterson, Kermit the Frog, obviously. I think those are all of the ones that people normally give me. Jonas Golden Dick, awesome name, says hardcore is super balanced, especially if you play with all the debuffs. Yeah, that's the thing, is you can make it so you don't... I mean, if you play with all the debuffs, I think it's a little towards the unrealistic side, because if you had that many problems in real life, you'd probably just be dead in this time. But it definitely can make a fun challenge. Michael Halliburton said hello from Scotland, hello from Scotland, or hello in Scotland, and hello from Wisconsin. Santiago says, yes, I go through the main quest line so quickly that I didn't engage so much with all the characters involved and spoiled myself a lot of things. Yeah, no, I like to really take my time. I'll do like a main mission or two, and then I'll do a bunch of side content. Then I'll do another main mission or two, and then I'll do a bunch of side content. That's the way I always do open world games. Santiago says, I want now a really long run. Exactly, you gotta really take your time. Let's see, two things. He's going to give me the mission about employing all of the Skalitz people.
Is there anything of interest going on here?
Nothing of interest.
Definitely not Estonian Gamer says hello from East Ima. That's interesting.
I'm to put myself under the bailiff's command.
Hello.
Ah, so you're the young man, Sir Radzig.
Would you like to polka?
Very well. Sir Radzig asked me to test you a little.
Did he?
As it happens, you've come at the right time.
Have I?
We've a few disputes to settle.
Do you?
Seems some of your...
You can count on me, bailiff.
You're certainly bold. I like that. Have you been to see Captain Bernard?
Yes.
I have. He trained me, and then Sir Hans Capon challenged me to a duel.
I see. Sir Hans Capon likes to measure his strength.
Santiago says that is what an Estonian gamer would say, right?
Men are quick to anger, and you don't need that kind of trouble. Well, anyway, you're going to assist my town guard. Come to the church.
My beard looks funny today.
Yaroslav the Watchman, Nightingale they call him, will wait for you.
How strange.
He'll show you around the town and teach you a little about keeping the peace. And you need to stop by the armory to pick up some gear.
Yes, bailiff.
Said I need to stop by the armory to pick up some gear. I feel like I'm probably already wearing gear as good or better than what they're going to give me. Considering I've got basically a full suit of pretty nice plate here. Let's repair our clothing quick. Get her all fixed up. Yes, yes, yes. Let's talk about repairs. There we go. We'll do the same for our armor. Maybe wash ourselves in a little tub. I don't like looking so dirty.
God's sake.
Let's talk about repairs. Ooh, look at that. We got so many things to repair. While we're at it, I'll check the... There goes Hans Kapan. Right. Okay, so he's the one with that comparison on his horse. I know it looked familiar. I just couldn't remember which noble had it on their horse. Apparently my weapons are all good. Estima means Estonian. Well, don't you feel fancy? Blaze says, sup, DDG? Hope you are well, man. I am well. How are you? Krina Smirnov says, well, now I feel like a fool. Edward Savvy says, hi, DTG. Hello, Edward. Santiago says, just joking. How are you? Edward Savvy, I am doing pretty good. We are playing KCD, which I love, and the weather's not too terrible. Shouldn't Nightingale be here? What time is it? Quest log. Optional. Pick up your kit in the lower room. You don't need to do that. Join Nightingale on patrol between 11 and 19. Alright, where do I find the... It's here, isn't it? I mean, I should be at the right time, but I'll just pass an hour. Blaze says, not bad. About to install KCD myself. Nice. Oh, there's Nightingale. I just reinstalled Red Dead 2 today, so looks like we all installing games. Edward Savvy says, have you seen House of the Dragons? I have not. I haven't watched it yet. I plan on watching it eventually, just haven't done it yet. I'll probably wait until they put the first season on Vudu, or maybe even until it goes up for sale, and then I'll watch it all at once.
Teresa. Yes.
Lexi1397 reminding everyone, don't forget to like the stream. She's 100% right. You can't forget that. Michael Halliburton says, Red Dead Redemption 2 is my favorite game. It is definitely one of my favorites, in the top 3 for me, easily. I had it uninstalled for about, I don't know, maybe a month, but probably a little bit less than a month, and I had to reinstall it because I missed it so much.
I wanted to enter the service of Radzig.
Santiago says, what do you think about all the speculation about KCD 2? Do you want it to continue the Kapan/Henry story? I think so. I think the best way for it to go would be a direct sequel to pick up right where this one leaves off. But I would also love and really enjoy to play a prequel where you play as Martin, the blacksmith from Skalitz. That would be awesome. I would also enjoy one that does a time jump, and then we're playing during the Hussite Wars, or maybe right at the start of it, or maybe after Radzig dies. Then suddenly your adventure starts up again. Any of those things would be really, really cool. Rednick Sue says House of the Dragon was really good. I've heard good things about it, so that's why, like I said, I plan to watch it. I'm just not in a hurry because I don't watch a whole lot of TV either way. But I obviously like the books a lot, and I enjoyed seasons 1 through 5 of Game of Thrones a lot, so.
A man shouldn't speak ill about servants of the Lord.
Lexi says, I read that as Hot D. Hot D. What everyone wants. Santiago Barut says, that would be awesome, truly. I think so. You know, like I said, the thing about it is I'm confident that if they make another game in this universe, you know, which is our universe, no matter what they decide to go, prequel, sequel, totally different story, just also set in the real world, I'm sure I will love it. Because if it's like this, I'm going to love it. Deshaun Kelly says, I would love to play the priest. Oh, that could be fun too, because he had adventures and was in war for a while, so playing as him would be fun. It's possible that they set up these characters that have these somewhat interesting backstories and fought in different wars and everything, so they could make future games about them. Because I would play as all of them, you know? It would be fun to play as Sir Hanush, you know? Like, there's all sorts of things that would be really, really fun. Solve the dispute. Michael Halberton says, I preferred Rings of Power if I'm honest. That is a unique take, because that's not what I've heard. Most of the people that I know or have seen online that have watched both shows definitely preferred House of the Dragon. Father Godwin and me rock the Ale House wenches. Same for me.
You ungrateful bitch! I threw you a groschen yesterday, and this is how you repay me?
You threw her one whole groschen? Jonas Golden Dick says, I want to be able to actually use Sir Radzig's sword. Well, if you add it through console commands, you can use it for the whole game. I did that once. Her name's Jane.
Who cares what your name is? This filthy beggar thinks she can come and stink in front of my shop. I want you to get rid of her.
I look so fancy.
What's the problem here?
This is my shop, and I won't have beggars sitting on my doorstep. Let her go and squat in a square. She won't be in anyone's way there, and there's plenty of folk to beg from.
Must you sit here, of all places?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Folk drive me away wherever I sit. I can't keep walking all day.
Oh, yeah, you played it on, So, Jonas Golden Dick, you played it on... yeah, exactly. If you play it on PC, you can kind of add all sorts of stuff, like bring the sword back in.
Can't you show us some Christian charity, Armorer?
What?
Karina Smirnoff says she hates his hat.
Have you any idea how much I've given away in alms? Even to this witch only yesterday.
Is that true?
Might be, might not.
Did you get any arms or not?
Yes.
From the armourer here?
I don't know. And even if I did,
I like his hat. I actually kind of like his whole outfit. Michael Halberton says, yeah, people aren't happy. It's not perfect Tolkien. Yeah, I've seen people complaining about the lore violations, which I believe, because as a huge Tolkien fan,
we're both good Christians, aren't we?
I would care very deeply if it's really, you know, distant from the lore. But a lot of the people I've seen complaining about it are just complaining that it's really poorly written and that they don't like the characters. Like, from what I've seen, because I haven't seen that one either yet, people seem to like the dwarves a decent amount. Even Disa, the one that a lot of people early on were worried was going to be terrible, a lot of people like her too. And it seems like people like... who else was it that I was seeing in it? Arondir or whatever, the short-haired black elf from, like, the south. People seem to like him. I think maybe Elendil, people seem to like him. But, like, not a lot of the characters seem to be getting a whole lot of love from the people that have watched it. So, anyway, where the heck did... oh, he's down there. Santiago Barut says, yeah, it would be a great game anyway, but I would really love to continue the story. But if they make an entirely new game, I think they should add, like, character creation. I would have to see it to judge it, you know? But part of the magic of Kingdom Come Deliverance is that you play as Henry, this very well-developed character with a voice actor who is iconic, and they can make really specific storylines about him. So I think the character creation might kind of screw that dynamic up. But I do agree, if out of all the options that could happen, if I was picking one, it would be a direct sequel, where you start playing as Henry with Hans Kapan on the ride to Bernov Castle or wherever they were riding towards. Michael Halliburton says Henry's the man. That's the thing. I like being Henry in the game. I like games where I make my own character, too. You know, I obviously play a lot of them. But out of all the games I've ever played, which is tons because I play games all the time, Red Dead Redemption 2, The Witcher 3, and Kingdom Come Deliverance are my top 3 favorite. And all of them have well-developed, voiced protagonists with specific character traits. It just makes for the most engaging story, in my opinion. As much as I like playing games like Mount & Blade or Skyrim or, you know, whatever, things like that where you make your own character and it's just all about you, I really do love those games. But these ones are S tier and those ones are A tier, you know. Let's see. Mount & Blade 2 character creation in KCD. Yeah, see, like I said, that would probably screw it up for me. Sir Dave Zill says, my brother liked Rings of Power, but he was coming at it not knowing anything about the lore or the series at all. Yeah, like I said, if you're totally alien to Tolkien's work, I can understand not caring if it's like his work or not. That would be like me being really concerned about Wheel of Time. I didn't watch the show either. But I've never even heard of it before the show came out, Wheel of Time. So I don't know if it's comics or books or whatever it is. But I heard a lot of people didn't like how they weren't loyal to the lore. To me, that would matter very little because I don't know any of the lore. But I've also heard a lot of complaints about it. About Wheel of Time is basically the same thing as Rings of Power. Not only did they completely abandon, or it seems like desecrate, the lore in a lot of places, but also the acting was really bad and the writing sucked, according to the people that have watched it. So, like, you know, I'm fine with, because, like, you brought up The Walking Dead, and so I've seen, I've read a couple of the graphic novels for Walking Dead, and I watched most of the show. Yeah, the show is totally different than the graphic novels. There's a ton of differences. But I think it works, because, I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of The Walking Dead is kind of boring and sucks, which is why I don't watch it anymore. But a lot of it's okay, and a lot of the writing was good, and a lot of the changes they made sense. So, like, I could see the changes they made. I'm fine with deviating from the source material, as long as the story is good. It's the same reason why I'll defend Braveheart. I'm a historian. I study history. The film Braveheart is super historically inaccurate. It's still one of my all-time favorite films because it's a really good movie. You know, it is enjoyable to watch. A lot of people hate it, but I think a lot of that comes down to, when you look in the historian circle, is a lot of historians really hate Mel Gibson, and so they can't stand anything he does, and so they'll constantly trash The Patriot and Braveheart. And I'm like, still two of my favorite movies of all time. They're really good movies, you know? I'm not going to dislike them. Redneck Zoo says, my biggest issue with House of the Dragon was Rhaenys Velaryon. From what I can tell, she's had the most changes from the book and too much screen time. I also don't like the actress that plays her. See, I'll have to... I haven't watched it yet. I've read all of the Song of Ice and Fire books multiple times. I've read the Dunk and Egg books multiple times. And I've read Fire and Blood, the anthology book that they're basing House of the Dragon off of. I've read that twice. So I'm sure... when I start watching the show eventually, I'm sure I'll notice the changes they've made.
My papa died not long ago.
And it might annoy me. We'll have to see. Like I said, as long as the actress thing is a thing, though. Michael Halliburton says Witcher 3 is a great call. Right? That game rules. It's such a good game. But no, with... that's why so the Witcher series, the Netflix one, I've seen one episode of it. I saw the first episode, and it's not that I didn't like it, and so I quit watching it. I just, like I said, I don't watch a lot of TV, and so I have to pick very specific times that I can. And I've got children. And at the time, the only TV that I would ever watch stuff on was in my office, and my kids would spend a lot of time in there with me because they were very young. So whenever I could, I'd have them with me so I could work and watch them at the same time, basically. And if I was going to watch something in there, it had to be something they could watch. And that show is certainly not child-friendly. But I remember thinking from the first episode, other than some of the actors that I was like, I don't really like that actor. I didn't like how they personally were doing it. It did seem like a shot-for-shot remake from the books, the Witcher books. So if you've ever read them... I don't know if it stays that way, because I think they're on their third season now, but in the first episode, it was very much like the book that it was based on. Santiago says, I think if you make a show about some fictional world and already established characters and events, you should stick to it unless you give a take of some non-described situation in that. I agree. I think if a world exists and it has established lore and it's got rules and blah, 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 all of that stuff, if you can follow it, you should. You know? If you absolutely can't, like maybe you just can't get an actor that fits it and fits the exact description, like you found someone that looks like it, but they're a really bad actor. If you found an excellent actor that does the role extremely well, and they don't look exactly like the characters described or whatever, as long as it's not a huge violation of the rules, I think it makes sense to do it. Because a much better actor is going to make a better show, in my opinion. You know. Michael Halliburton says, great series. Henry Cavill as Geralt was a true fan playing the character. Well, that's the thing. Henry Cavill seems to be a big nerd, you know? Like, he's really into a lot of the stuff that he does, which makes it much easier to like him in the roles. because he gets super into them. Before playing Geralt, he's read all the books and played the games, and he loves them, you know. I was reading an article, I think it was 2 days ago, talking about one of the producers on The Witcher was talking about a writer that they used to have on who absolutely hated the games and constantly mocked the books. So one of the writers on the show actively, not only hated, but actively, made fun of the source material that the show is supposed to be based on. And that's a problem, you know. You shouldn't have a writer on a show who hates the source material, because they're going to purposely bastardize the result, you know. That just makes sense. So I think Henry Cavill playing Geralt was a great decision. So I agree with you there, Michael Halliburton. And like I said, of the one episode I've watched, I thought he was good. I liked him in it. Santiago Barut says, in the world like IDK Ashai situations. Deshaun Kelly says, it is really good action. I assume you're talking about The Witcher. Like I said, I probably will eventually watch it. I know that I watched an interview with the woman that plays Yennefer, and I hated her personality, like the way that it was, that she things she was putting out. But, to be fair, I also really don't like Yennefer in the books. She's okay in the video games. Well, The Witcher 3. She's okay, but I also don't like her that much in that game. But I really, really don't like her in the books. So maybe it makes sense that I don't like the actress that they picked for her. Maybe that's on purpose.
Me as well.
But like I said, I do plan to probably watch The Witcher eventually. Sean Kelly says she is about to snap, I presume.
Why not?
What were we talking about? On the bright side, I have Heavenly Kingdom die. I have 3 of them.
We'll see whose side Lady Luck is on.
What is the Warhorse symbol? I don't know what it is, but we'll score and roll again. Probably a stupid decision considering that was a 1,000-point roll. Of course. Of course! Oh, he's got a lucky die. I might have to try picking his pocket. I need to get me a set of those, because the dark brown die, they're the best dice in the game. And I did a video going through all the different dice in this game, and I can't remember what my conclusion in that video was, because I was just going through mathematically, you know, the numbers on them all. But in my experience, if you get yourself a set of those 5, the dark brown ones, the lucky die, they're just absolutely the best in the game. It's hard to lose, basically. All I had this time was the Heavenly Kingdom die. Ooh, I have 4 4s. That's a thing. 800. We'll do that. 900 points. Now, if I'd have taken that first roll from the first one, I'd be 100 points from winning. You gotta know when to quit when you're ahead. The heck, man? You had a small straight there, didn't you? Deshaun Kelly, who's about to snap? I must have missed a comment. I'm not sure what you're referring to. But yeah. No, as far as I like TV. When I say I don't watch it much, it's mostly just a time thing. Haha, he keeps busting. What a dummy. I guess we don't have a bet on the line, so he's low stress. What are these? Are they 5s? I don't know what the Warhorse logos do. I should read the description for these dice. We have 2 6s. Well, I'm just going to roll again. Does anyone know what the little Warhorse Studios symbols on the Heavenly Kingdom dice do? What do they mean? 300. There we go. We'll take 400. I'm not greedy. He had 2 5s, so I need to keep the second one. And he took his lucky die out of the play. He's got 3 6s, man. I was gonna say, don't be stupid. He's gonna roll. I thought he was gonna roll again. No. They're a 6? Okay, so they're just a 6. See, I didn't know. Alright, oh, we've got 3 1s. That's what? 1,000? And 2 5s? We'll just take that. Because then we win. Haha. Suck it, Nightingale. Dr. Zowden popped in. Hello, Nico. I'm back from the field on the day you stream. Great day all around. That's awesome. A, I'm glad you're back from the field. Good for you. B, I'm glad you were able to make the stream. Yeah, I decided because I've still got some, what's that game I've been playing? The Last Horror Crew. I've still got a couple videos for that I'm going to release, but I'm kind of tapering off because I'm kind of fading out of that game already. Not super into it. It was okay. I gave it some attention because it was produced by one of the same companies or developers that was related with Kingdom Come Deliverance, so that's mostly why I checked it out. Wasn't nuts about it. So I figured I'd start working some streams back into my schedule until I can get my hands on Wild West Dynasty, because I'm excited for that. Thank you for the super chat, 5 euros, Dr. Zouden. Always very, very much appreciated. On this, the day of my youngest daughter's birthday. Ooh, we got number 1 Sexy Time popping up again. Michael Halliburton, or Michael Halliburton, I don't know why I read your name wrong that time, said, I want to know what happens to Marvel. Is it Disney? That new Thor movie was trash. Agreed. I went to see it with my wife, and people were like, don't see it, it's terrible. And I was like, it's not going to be that bad. The other Thor movies were good, and I really liked Thor 3. You know, it was the same director. No, it was bad. It was a really bad movie. It was one of the worst Marvel movies I've ever seen. It's up there in, like, the second Thor movie, the Incredible Hulk movie's pretty bad, Captain Marvel. It's like, it's in that trash bin, in my opinion, but it might be worse than all of them. It was bad. Like, really bad. And I was shocked, because, like, I like Christian Bale. He's a good actor. And he was decent enough in the film. I think he was hamstrung by the direction of the movie. But, like, he was a pretty interesting villain. So, like, I was shocked by how much I didn't like Thor 4, but I didn't. So, yeah. You gotta wonder why they're doing it. Deshaun Kelly says, the AI, I do not know how to play most times. That's fair. Oh, there's the bell. I forgot what I was doing already. Dingle, 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 dingle. Come on, can we get those sex bots out of here? They're spamming up the spam chat. Apparently Paul A. subscribed to the channel 15 hours ago. Michael Halliburton says, both Christophers were good, but bad movie. Both Christophers. Redneck Zoo says, I kind of checked out of the MCU after Infinity War. I mostly did too. That's the thing. I liked the Spider-Man movies that came out after Infinity War. I thought both of them were enjoyable. I liked them, you know. Shang-Chi was okay. I wasn't nuts about it, but it was okay. Eternals was pretty trash, if we're being honest. Like, that was pretty bad. Haven't watched Black Widow yet. I bought it a long time ago, but I still haven't watched it. My wife was just saying yesterday, hey, we ever going to watch that Black Widow movie? And I was like, hey, maybe. Christopher Hemsworth. I guess his name is Christopher, isn't it? Yeah, but Christian Bale's name is Christian, not Christopher. Oh, you meant Chris and Christian, yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, no, but Chris Hemsworth's a good actor. He's entertaining enough. He's charismatic. So, like, as his role goes, yeah, it was fine. It's just the writing was bad. Korg is in it way too much, and I know Taika Waititi does that because it's him, and he's the director, so if he wants to be in the movie a lot, he's going to be. But, like, his character should have not made it out of Ragnarok. That should have been the last time you saw him. You know?
It seems the same goes for pigs and I toast, gentlemen, to pigs and palace. God save their bacon.
Sir Hans, forgive my intrusion, but I need to...
But what? You want to join us?
You didn't like the Russell Crowe character? Zeus? That whole thing was weird. Basically introducing the fact that all of the gods from mythology exist in the MCU, and they're a whole bunch of different species of advanced aliens that all hang out on this planet. The whole plot of that was weird to me. And so was the magical middle of the universe MacGuffin. You know, the first one to get there gets a wish. I was like, okay. And I'm sure people are going to be like, it's in the comics. I was like, okay. Still doesn't make it a good thing to have in the movie. You know, seems stupid to me. See, the thing is, Karina Smirnoff, I like Russell Crowe. So even when he plays a stupid character, I'm still like, hey, cool, Russell Crowe. You know? That's my reaction there. Michael Halliburton says, yeah, Russell in Thor and The Mummy is a long way from Gladiator. He was in The Mummy? I don't remember him in The Mummy. Unless they remade The Mummy or it's a new movie. Because Brendan Fraser was in The Mummy, as far as I know. But Gladiator's a badass movie. A lot of old Russell Crowe. Beautiful Mind, Gladiator, Master and Commander, that's really good. What else was Russell Crowe in? Time for a fist fight. You ready for the fisticuffs? Where'd he go? I kicked him in the dick. That probably felt good. Oh yeah, they did. Tom Cruise was in a Mummy movie, wasn't he? I never saw that one. Yeah, and I never saw that one, Michael Halliburton. Ooh, he's mad. Jonas Goldensex says, do you like to watch Gladiator movies? I'm only familiar with 2 Gladiator movies on me. Gladiator, starring Russell Crowe, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. I really enjoy that one. And then the Goran Viznik. He was the star in a mid-2000s version of Spartacus. Both of those films are very, very good. And both of them are about gladiators. I didn't like the Spartacus TV show. I thought it was trash. Have you ever seen a grown man naked? You ever seen a 400-pound man rise out of his overalls like a phoenix? Why can't I think of any more Russell Crowe movies that I like? There's got to be more. He was in that Robin Hood remake, the one from, I don't know, like 2010, 2012, somewhere there. Him and Cate Blanchett. That movie apparently got, like, roasted. A lot of people didn't like it, but I liked it. The only complaint I had about it was that it was mostly a prequel. Clearly they wanted to set up a series of Robin Hood movies, but it must have bombed at the box office or something because we never got a second one. But I liked it, and they had a lot of realistic medieval history stuff in it that I really liked. So... Dr. Zowden says he was talking about Airplane, the movie. I assumed, surely you can't be serious. No, I assumed. Robin Hood was good. See, yeah, I liked Robin Hood. I thought it was a good movie. A lot of people apparently didn't like it, but I liked it. Michael Halliburton says Noah was bad. Noah. Okay, I assume that's the one where he was on Noah's Ark. I never saw that one. I'm thinking of older ones. Dr. Zowden says, have you ever been to a Turkish bathhouse? I have not. Stunning Gamer says, damn it, our history teacher after showing us a rated 18-plus Netflix show to us. Well, we've successfully... Alright, so the next mission... I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. Leslie Nielsen, I was just telling someone this the other day. Like, one of the all-time best straight man actors of all time. He was so hilarious in the absurd things that he could say, totally seriously. And there was a show called... I think it was called Police Squad, and it only got... I don't know if it even got a whole first season, but Leslie Nielsen starred in it, and every moment of that show is absolutely hilarious. It ended up getting canceled, and I quote, like this was the network manager canceling it, he said, "It'll never succeed because you have to watch it." Because it wasn't a show you could listen to. You had to actually be watching the screen because... every single second of the show was comedy gold, and a lot of it was visual comedy. That show was the perfect epitome of show don't tell. And it is so funny. Go up, I would say, look it up on YouTube. I think it was called Police Squad, starring Leslie Nielsen. Just look up clips of it. You should be able to find chunks of it here and there. It was an absolutely hilarious show. It's like Naked Gun and Airplane and everything. Like I said, Leslie Nielsen did all of that type of stuff, except this was a TV show, not a movie. And it was perfect. Deshaun Kelly says The Mummy remake is the worst insult ever. I agree, but I also think that The Mummy was one of those ones that, as much as the sequels are fine, I guess, I'm not nuts about them, but they're fine. I've watched them and they're fine. The first movie was by far the best, and it didn't ever need a sequel. But... Brendan Fraser was big back then, so they, wanted to capitalize on that. Current Smirnoff says, not now. Definitely not a Stonian Gamer says, tell me it slow again. Slower. I am not sure what you want me to do, Estonian Gamer. I'm going to tell you about Police Squad starring Leslie Nielsen, because I'll keep talking about it. Don't you test me, I'll do it. Drop into pot. Do I have any food? I got dried food. I should have a bunch of rotten meat in here. Let's eat that. I don't have any rotten meat in here. Oh, that's right. I must have sold it because it was all rotten. That checks out, though. Makes sense. Sounds like something I would do. Let's eat a bunch of dried mushrooms. I, in real life, would, of course, never do this, but... Oh, you know what? Let's go to the bathhouse. Duh. Redneck Zoo says, Evan Almighty was better than... Get out of my way. Than Noah's Ark. Yes, but I feel like Evan Almighty was a comedy starring not Will Ferrell, Steve Carell. And it was pretty fun. It was an amusing movie. Far less sacrilegious than Bruce Almighty. But still quite funny in most of the same ways. Also, I like any movie where Morgan Freeman plays God, because the voice just works really, really well for it. Michael Halliburton says, Police Squad is hilarious. A lot of repeat jokes, though. Well, yeah, but they're visual gags, so... I just think... Yeah, but to be fair, most of those 80s and 90s spoof comedies used a lot of repeat jokes. Dr. Zowden says, ooh, Michael Santiago subscribed to me 7 minutes ago. Thank you, Michael Santiago. Dr. Zowden said, the Brendan Fraser Mummy, I loved them so much. Gunslinging fun and god-awful CGI. Yeah, the CGI was bad. I always remember the scene where the Scorpion King, where that comes rising out. The CG on that is so horribly bad. Why is the bath... I want to get bath wenched. I want her to soap me up, get me clean, so I can go get dirty. Or something like that. Oh, there's a tourney happening. I don't want to do that. Probably get my butt kicked. I don't have my levels up very high. But yes, I agree. I really enjoyed the first Mummy movie, and then the other ones are fine.
God be with you.
Definitely not Estonian Gamer says, starring who? Police Squad, I mean. Leslie Nielsen. The same guy from the Airplane films and Naked Gun.
I'd like to make...
So what?
Let's do the wench and everything that goes with it. Karina Smirnov says, Get Smart. Get Smart, the TV show, or Get Smart, the hilarious film starring Steve Carell? Because that film is also very, very funny. Blazé says, DTG, you played Bannerlord? Yes, I did, my good friend. Quite a bit. I've got a lot of videos up for it on the channel, probably 30 or 40 Bannerlord-related videos on the channel. If not more. I might have done a full playthrough now that I think about it. I might have done a... Yeah, I think I did. I think I did a full Imperial playthrough right when it came out. But I've played a lot more Warband than Bannerlord, but most of that comes from conversion mods. Once Bannerlord starts rocking out the actual good full-size total conversion mods, you can bet I'll be playing that game all the freaking time. The movie? Yes, Karina Smirnoff, that movie is absolutely hilarious. Definitely not Estonian Gamer says, thanks y'all, I'll be right back. Alright, we'll see you when you get back. So now here's the question. What quests do we have open? Courtship. That's Teresa. Rataje tourney. Should I'm gonna try to do the tourney. I'll probably get my butt kicked, but I'll give her a try. Michael Halliburton says, I just started Medieval Dynasty on PS5. Have you played? Yes, I have. I played Medieval Dynasty a year or two ago. I think it was 2 years ago already, when it first got released into early access on PC. And I made a whole bunch of videos for it. So if you're ever looking for stuff and you want to see some... Most of the videos are going to have aspects of them that are outdated, but a lot of it is still accurate. So I have a lot of videos for Medieval Dynasty up on the channel. It's a good game. I like it. And the producers for it, Toplitz Studios, they are very soon going to be releasing Wild West Dynasty. It's basically the same thing, but set in the American West instead of medieval period. Which I look forward to playing. Karina Smirnoff. Oh, wait.
God be with you, lad.
Chief, are you thinking what I'm thinking? If it's holy shit, a swordfish just about went through my head, then yes. One of the best, all-time best lines in the entire movie. Karina Smirnoff. You guys said the exact same thing. That's really funny.
We're not barbarians, after all.
You guys quoted the same one. That is one of the funniest lines in the whole movie. But, like, there's that part where... He jumps out of the airplane without his parachute, or falls out or whatever, and he's screaming. Then she grabs him and he's like, oh good, you heard me. There's a lot of really funny lines in that movie. It is comedic gold. If you haven't seen the Steve Carell film Get Smart, you gotta watch it. It is so hilariously funny.
Not only can you, you have to.
Michael Halliburton says he'll check them out. Good, because ever since Xbox added... Medieval Dynasty to Game Pass. I've been getting a lot of views on
Thanks.
on my Medieval Dynasty videos, which has been good for the channel.
For the next turn he's talking.
Kyle, you can stay.
Sounds good.
All right.
I'd like to enroll in the big tournament.
All right. As long as you've got the enrollment stake. Sir Hanish's rule is every contestant has to put up 3 score gross.
Kieran Chayette says, I have also just started playing Medieval Dynasty on PS5. Reminded me of KCD, which drew me in. That's why I started playing it initially, too, and I think they did it on purpose. Because the first promotional shot they ever shared of the game looked exactly like Henry. It was like the green shirt and green pants with a red scarf on. He looked so much like... Okay, I gotta pick my things. I'm gonna pick Axe and Shield.
Plenty of practice with an axe.
Good. Take care.
But yeah, I remember thinking that too. I remember being like, wow, this game looks a lot like KCD. And that's what drew me into it.
Henry of Skalitz, from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla,
Deshaun Kelly says Pink Panther.
who will measure his skills against.
Thurston Last says, how many hours do you have in this playthrough? This one here?
Welcome.
I don't know. I could check my save after we get done with the tournament. Not that many. I feel like maybe 20. We've streamed most of it.
Prepared for the first Jew.
Or at least, you know,
A fierce fight with
at least half of it.
shields.
Because there was, after the first episode that I did, I spent several hours... Ah! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Hey, buddy. Boop! What do you think the odds are that I can actually win this tournament? Being severely underleveled and not having any combos or anything unlocked for my axe. I'll just have to keep clinching him and spamming him. The advantage I have is that my strength is pretty high, and I think my stamina is decently high. Redneck Zeus says, Steve Carell has one of the best comedic styles of any actor ever. I agree. He's absolutely hilarious. Very underrated actor. Woo! We got Headcracker. Shouldn't he have passed out there? The airplane bathroom scene where he keeps shooting himself. Oh, that's really funny. Dr. Zadin says, do you wish KCD was a bit more graphic? Like with decapitations and stuff? Maybe. That would probably have been pretty interesting. I like what they went for, and we gotta remember there was technical limitations and budgetary restrictions and all sorts of stuff. Because this is essentially an indie game. So, I honestly think that the next KCD game is going to be on Unreal Engine 5 or 6 or, you know, whatever the current Unreal Engine is. Probably Unreal Engine 5. So, who knows what we'll get for the next one. Thurston Last says, do you have the boar skill? That's the one where you run into people, right? I don't know if I have that one. If it's a strength skill, it's entirely possible that I do. Because I want to say we maxed out strength already. How is this guy not dead yet? We've landed a lot of hits on him. Well, not dead, but, like, knocked out. On the bright side, I think I might actually win this fight. I thought I was going to get my butt kicked right away, but we're doing surprisingly well. Yeah, we did it! We won the first round. All right. Kieran Chayette says, I know we'll never get it, but I wish they would go back and give us a 60 FPS patch on PS5. Yeah, if I was still playing on console, I would probably also care very deeply about that. Because it's always good to get a... Like, I just saw that, I think it was Fallout 4 got announced, a free upgrade for... I think it was console players or something. For Fallout 4. So all the PS5 and Xbox people should be getting a free upgrade for their... what do you call it? Fallout 4. So, I like it when games do that. I think it's a smart move to keep people playing your game and talking about your company. And it would have been cool, but I think it's a good sign that we never did, because it's probably a decent indication that KCD 2 has been their main concern, not a remastered 60 FPS version. That was a quick fight! There's our strength falling through. Thurston Last says, dismemberment for trees and CryEngine is good. Dismemberment for NPC entities, not so much. Yeah. Like I said, I think we'll be doing Unreal... Unreal Engine. Oh, that's right, there's multiple opponents. I totally thought we only did one at a time, but now I'm remembering it. Rendick Zeus says, Alan Tudyk is another criminally underrated comedy actor. Yeah, he's really good. That's the thing, Alan Tudyk is another one that is very funny. He was, what's his name, in A Knight's Tale. He played Wool, I think was his name. I love that movie. A lot of people... that's another one that a lot of armchair historian type peoples really don't like A Knight's Tale. I love A Knight's Tale. It's so good. Just a really good movie. Plus, that was Heath Ledger before he coked himself to death. Come on, buddy. Let's lock him into a corner and see if we can end it as fast as we won that second one there. Oh, he spun moved me. No, I'm in the corner. Alan is great. Yep, Thurston Last agrees. Alan Tudyk is fantastic. You guys see that epic tournament victory? Our scrub Henry's going to be the Lords of Lipa champion before too long as I don't let that guy master strike me too many times. I don't have any master strikes unlocked yet in this playthrough, so I can't do that to these guys. Stop jabbing me! Master strikes. Is this where you face Black Peter? Oh, yeah, Black Peter might be the last one in this, now that you say it. Poke his eye out. The Patriot with Mel Gibson was an amazing movie. Yeah, Dr. Zowden, you might not have been here when I was talking about Mel Gibson, but I was saying a lot of historians hate Braveheart and The Patriot, but they're two of my all-time favorite movies. Yes, they've got historical inaccuracies. I'm not saying they don't. Braveheart more so, like, Braveheart is mostly historical inaccuracy. Except some of the armor that they wear, not all of it, but some of it is pretty good. You know. They're just really entertaining movies. Mel Gibson's a good actor, as much as a lot of people don't like him, because, yeah, he's a little crazy. But, like, he's a good actor, good director. I really liked it. Patriot is good. Stop master striking me, you dick! Haha. Ah! Stop master striking me! Did I lose? No, I lost! That guy was pretty good. But I have 2 more chances to beat him, right? Because I'll do hammers next, and then we'll do, like, swords or... Oh. Oh, he didn't choose hammers. I chose axes, that's right. Well, this one I'm going to lose, because you can't... It's much harder to strength your way through with long swords. You can do it with hammers and somewhat with axes, but without combos, it's hard to win with long swords. I'll just have to jab him and hope that gets me through. And since he chose long swords, it's also not a good sign. I'll just have to... Yeah, I'll spam jab. And hopefully... Yeah, his stamina ran out now, so... Haha! We got him! Yeah, that's right. With long swords, when you're a low level, you just gotta jab. One more chance. It's best of 3. That's what I thought. So now if I win this one, I'll win. The historians from England will call me a liar. I know, Dr. Zowden. I love that disclaimer at the beginning. Use the clinch and get those pokes in. Like I said, I'm just gonna touch tips. Whoa! Getting to me before I can clinch him. This guy's a dick. He clearly doesn't want to lose. Hunting swords are the worst. When I first started playing the game, I was like, ooh, the hunting swords look good. They look like falchions, I was like, which are really good slashing weapons, you know? Maybe I'll like these. They're just not great. They're probably the worst category of weapons in the game. Best, obviously, being pole arms, followed by maces, axes, long swords, short swords, and then, yeah, hunting swords. This guy's got some pretty sick spin moves. We're getting him, though, as long as I don't let him get the drop on me, because my stamina is low. Stop master striking me! This guy is so rude. I haven't master striked him once, but he keeps doing it to me. Ha! You hear that little squeak he did? Clinch. Hey, is that Black Peter? Looks like Black Peter right there. Yeah, we got him! Suck on that, dinkwad. Old Sea Dog 91 says nice. Nice indeed, old Sea Dog. We're kicking butts in this tourney. Gonna get ourselves some Lords of Lipa armor. When they first added in the tournament mode in the Lords of Lipa armor, the helmet was the best, because it didn't, you could pop the mask down, but it wouldn't constrict your vision. They patched it eventually, but it was awesome. Black Peter. Ugh, this guy. Dr. Zowden says, stop masturbating me. Okay. Black Peter's a cheetah. He's a cheetah Peta. Oh, I was wondering what was with the long gap. Gotta poke him hard. That's the only way to do it. Going for an hour and a half already? You see us clock him on the head that second time? He did that weird spin around and so I could jab him in the butt. He likes that. He didn't want to touch tips. He wanted to turn around and take it from behind. Stop doing that. Haha! No! Don't do that. Shouldn't I be getting poisoned by now? He got spun right around. Master striking. Oh, I get it. Ha ha ha. They baited me. Oh crap, I'm already bleeding. Black Peter, you better not beat me. I'm gonna sneak back here at night and stab you in your sleep, Black Peter. Teach you to cry, punk ass. Stop it! I went to block! This guy. Gotta clinch him. Suck on that, Black Peter. It sounded like I told him to... Never mind. I don't like that spin move. How's this guy still have stamina? I feel like he should be out of it. Look at that, I leveled up my axe. I wish he had to use this axe, but I could use a pole axe. I think that would be more fair. I'd give up my shield if it meant I could use a pole axe. Oh yeah, that's right, the poison's not in the tourney. I really want to win this one so I don't have to go 3 rounds with this guy. I feel like he's going to win the axe round, though. Which is embarrassing, because I chose axes. Damn, he won it. Ah! Runt does the spin switcheroo all the time like a punk. This guy did too. He's a punk. Long swords. Now I'm just going to give him the old tip jab. He's going to get it. Yeah, that spamming the spin move thing is so annoying in the fights in here. I'm going to gingerly poke this guy with my tip multiple times until he can't take it anymore and he gives up. Ah! Yeah, this guy's just insisting on master striking me. It's not fair, I haven't trained yet. I'm supposed to win because I'm a brute who has tons of strength and stamina, and also plot armor. Stop master striking me. I should have blocked that. Thurston Last. Is your name possibly in reference to Thurston Howell III? If so, excellent name. If not, what is it in reference to? Could it be your real life name? This guy's just blocking like a punk. Won't even let me stab him. Which just seems incredibly rude to me. Why wouldn't it let me block any of those hits? I know I'm hitting the block at the right time. See, it didn't let me block it again that time. Yeah, that checks out. At this rate, they're gonna have Black Peter beating me. Then all I'm gonna do is power level myself and come back and piss stomp him. Maybe poison my sword. Yeah, it won't let me block any of his strikes, so it seems like what I'm gonna have to do is just back up every time he goes to strike me. OP NPC Master Strikes. Yeah, that's the thing. Sir Dave Zell says, I hate this D-bag. Hey, we got him. Now I gotta go the 3rd round again. I hate it. Just stab him and block. 1 stab to the head must work. In real life? Yeah, exactly. He doesn't have, like, a face mask on. I just, boop, right in the head. You killed him again. Dylan Demo says, playing Farkle watching you right now. I played around to Farkle earlier. Whenever we get around to heading to Sasau, I might do some more Farkling. I have to go find Nightingale for sure and steal his lucky die. I gotta get myself an inventory of 5 lucky die. That's my... People are always like, what's your Farkle strategy for winning? I'm like, well, know when to quit when you're ahead and get good dice. You know? Because it's not like in The Witcher 3 you have Gwent, which was such a freaking good minigame. But that, you know, you had a lot of strategies, but also you just had to collect all the good cards. Oh, crap, that hurt. It didn't let me block. He is really bloody. Of course. He's gonna spin move me and win. That dick! Oh, I hate him. Oh, I hate him. Beans.
Good men and good wives, you have just witnessed the final duel in today's
Let's just murder this guy.
for which we all owe gratitude to Sir Henry of Skalitz. And just like in our last tourney, the final victor of the Rataje tournament is once again Peter, called Black Peter. Glory to the victor.
This guy. I know I leveled up. Sword. Yeah, see, I'm like level 3 in sword, 4 in mace. Got 10 in bow. 2 in axe, 2 in defense. Blunt strike. Now we're gonna go with long sword ones. I use them infinitely more. Alrighty. Our cumin bow is stolen? That seems odd. Shouldn't be. Alrighty. What do we got? At least now he won't try to ambush you. Yeah, that's right. Dr. Zedden says 1,000+ hours gets butt kicked. What did he say? Butt kicked by an edgelord bitch. No Soup says, I love this game. I bought it in last PSN sale. Really brilliant RPG game. No Soup, you are correct. This game rules, and I'm glad that you got it. Dylan Demo says, geez, more master striking the Black Peters. So many sex jokes there, right? Hickson says, what you could do is steal all their stuff and fight them with no armor in the tourney. Is that a thing that you can actually do? I could just find Black Peter and kill him. I feel like you... Is that him right there? I'm gonna pickpocket him. Let's see if I can't effectively pickpocket Black Peter. There was, I think it's Fallout, where you can pickpocket people and put a live hand grenade in their pocket. That's one of my favorite things to do. And that's what I would do here.
You footman.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry!
Get the fuck out of here, you shit.
Rude.
I respect you.
That's funny.
Any chance of some work here?
He'll give me the missions to go kill the bandits. Good, that's like one of my favorite ones. He'll clothesline you near the mill, I think. Yeah, if you beat him, he'll clothesline you down by the mill. But if you don't beat him, he won't do that. You have to keep doing it until you beat him, basically.
I know about one of their encampments. It's to the east of Rataje in an abandoned mine. I don't really mind how you deal with them. Anyway, the leaders generally... In any case...
Very well.
No problem, mate. I'll go kill them all for you.
Very well. That sounds amusing.
Well...
Sounds amusing.
As for amusement, I'd entertain myself by being very careful, lad.
Cutting off ears sounds like fun. No problem, mate. How did I get caught? I feel like I shouldn't have gotten caught that easily pickpocketing him. I'll come back at night. There's my horse. Alright, he said east of Rataje. Only problem is my compass doesn't tell me what direction that is. Hopefully put a marker on the map. It did, okay. So that's the one down by the river. They live in a van down by the river like a certain Chris Farley character. Knock him out and strip him, then toss him off the ledge so the guards won't find him. They won't die by the fall. That's fair. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go kill some bandits and cut off their ears and take their spurs. Also, any other stuff they might have and sell it so I can be Henry the multi-millionaire. Let's not run down this hill so I don't die again. Because remember when that happened on stream? That was only mildly embarrassing. Or you can pick the nettle. Pick the nettle. Oh, I did pick the nettle. I did that in the very first video. I picked enough nettle to get the poison resistance.
Yeah.
Or as they would call it in the Lego movie, the piece of resistance. Let's see if have I gone too far? No, I'm by this farm here. I gotta go further. Your conspicuousness score was probably high. Well, I am wearing a full suit of plate armor. Probably not the sneakiest stuff. But like I said, if I go back at night, they'll all be sleeping back behind the castle, and I can just pickpocket him then. Maybe even kill him. I know that he'll just respawn, but, you know, that way you can kill him multiple times. That's what he gets for embarrassing me in the tournament. Please don't die going down the hill. Why, Dr. Zodin? Because I haven't saved at all during this? I should probably save, shouldn't I? Save game. Now I'm gonna be drunk, but... at least when I die trying to kill these bandits, I won't be ridiculously embarrassed. I forgot that I'm playing hardcore. I always do that. Forget to save, play like 2 or 3 hours during a stream, and then just die, lose it all. But I saved, so now we're good. Plus, I've got my bow, so hopefully I won't die anyway. Let's see what the accident is. My favorite accident I ever came across was, I was walking through the woods in this game, and it's like, oh, an accident. And I was like, where? And I look behind me, and there's a guy with his hands tied behind his back, hanging from a tree. I'm like, that doesn't strike me as an accident, if I'm being honest. Pretty sure that might have been on purpose. These guys don't appear to be wearing clothing. Oops, that was, probably not the best shot I could have made. Suck on that, buddy. Did he not die from that shot to the shoulder? That was the camp leader? Well played, camp leader. These guys don't look particularly high level. Don't run away, you punk! I need your ear. Haha, we got him! I got him through the clothesline. Nice. Deshaun Kelly says, no, pick the nettle in the ring right before the match begins. You will be free when you are locked. Cheap, but works. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, he accidentally hung himself. He accidentally tied his hands behind his back and then lynched himself just on accident. Oops. Happens to me all the time. 2 or 3 times a week, probably. That was a... that went well, I would say. That was a fairly easy thing. And we even got the guy that was running away. Managed to hit him through the clothesline. Capped him right in the back of the head. See, I told you eventually I'd get back to being pretty good with the bow. If I remember, there's a chest in that mineshaft. Perhaps for a treasure map. Where is our gold thing? There it is. There we go. Picking up a bunch of stuff. We're a little bit overburdened. Let's transfer that stuff over to our horsey. Right, X, X, E, X, X. X, X, E, X, E, X, X. X, 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 X. X, 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 E. X, 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 X. Look at that. As Agent 86 would say, that's the 3rd this week it's happening. Agent 86. Is that a Matrix reference? I remember there being an Agent Smith in there. Agent 86. No, wait. No. In Men in Black, they're letters, not numbers. Agent 86. I don't know what that's a reference to. If it's something that I should know, then I feel terribly embarrassed. And if it's not, then I don't feel anything. Actually, if I'm telling the truth, I just don't feel anything. Ever. Oh, I get it. Get smart. We were already talking about it. That's funny. Goodbye, horsey. You gotta leave no witnesses. That way they can't come after you and your family. There we go. We did excellent. Well played, everyone. Good teamwork. You guys are just as important as me. How did I not remember that Max is Agent 86? Now I feel stupid. Hickson said Horse had it coming. Well, you saw it. It was coming right at me. It was self-defense. You gotta remember, life of the officer is more important. Can I get up this hill? That horse had 86 horse meat on it. Or no, wait. Am I just thinking that from the Agent 86 thing? Thank you, tree. What is this, the Godfather? No, if it was the Godfather, I would have cut the horse's head off and put it in Black Peter's bed. Which would have been awesome. That would be an awesome feature in the game. So, any Warhorse devs that may or may not be watching this stream, you know who you are. Put the ability to threaten people you don't like by putting decapitated horse heads in their bed in KCD 2. Or else I'm going to put a decapitated horse head in your bed. This is your only warning. Now we gotta find Bernard and give him some ears. Was that him? No. All these people are wearing like the same outfit. Should be in here somewhere. I think he only goes between the training yard and the upper castle. Honestly, this chat throws the most obscure quotes from anything and everything at you. I love the variety. Yeah, it's definitely one of the main reasons why it's so much fun to participate in the chat. Good day to you. Took care of that camp, mate.
Where's the proof?
LOL, dark. Lexi1397. Yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
What are you gonna do, though?
that is a nice bit of news.
Thank you.
I've had another report. Some folk were ambushed
West of
to the
Rataje,
west
on the hill
of
across from...
hill.
Okay, I know where that one is.
They clear now?
I know where that camp is. Yes, we enjoy a good movie, TV show, and other pop culture reference type thing here on Dare to Game. It's what we live for. One time I was riding through there and I had to swerve and avoid and I fell over the railing and died. And got really mad. No Soup says save, LOL. I will save at the mill. Because I might as well stop there and sell all the stuff I have on my horse right now. So I'll do that, and then I'll sleep and save, and then I'll ride on over to the next place. Put a horse head in your car. Put a horse head in your car? You mean on my car? Like on the hood? Dr. Zouden says, Johanka saying she talked directly to God would have been great to watch her crucified and burned as a witch. Well, if you do a certain thing, like if you play through it a certain way, I'm pretty sure she does get burnt at the stake, doesn't she? That's one of the endings. Deshaun Kelly says, let me be true, bailiff. Oh, wait. Let's get our stuff out of here. Crap, I suppose I can't just move all... We're gonna have so much money. Miller Peshek, don't walk away from me.
God save you.
Flogged and exiled? Isn't there one? Yeah, but I totally thought there was one where... sell stolen goods. I thought there was one of the endings where she actually does get burnt. I know there's one where I think she gets her tongue cut out. I guess I just can't remember, but... We'll keep the dagger. Here we go. Apparently he doesn't have any money. That's okay. He'll have some money later then. Apple, cheap wine. Don't want that on me. Hard enough to not be drunk just drinking Savior schnapps. Here we go. Boarhide, commune chalice. Damaged lockpick. Check basket, closed deal. Accept. Thanks, buddy. Hickson says, have you gotten off your horse and just instantly died? Nope. I have not done that. Have you? Definitely not a Stunning Gamer says, I'm back, and he said, never mind, enough to play War Thunder and listen to Tetris theme. I mean, now bear with me. Instead of playing War Thunder and listening to the Tetris theme, which sounds great. I love that idea. Some of the people in the chat don't love that idea, but I love that idea. You could play War Thunder and listen to the stream. Eh? What do you think of that? You did just get back. Deshaun Kelly says she was flogged and sent away. I guess that's probably the ending then. You guys all seem to remember it. I don't have that clear of a memory. I mean, we'll play through it probably on this stream, so... Not today's stream, but one of the streams, so... Yeah, see, right there is where I'd get clotheslined if I had beaten him. Hickson says, damn, I'm unlucky. I lost 2 hours of progress. That's the thing. I do that way too frequently. Is that the road I was supposed to take? I feel like it was.
Yeah.
Stunning Gamer says, good idea, I see. I'll do that. See? I thought it was a good idea. Dr. Zouden says, that's what I would do if I wasn't playing Star Wars. That's one option. Dave Zell Powerharp says, hey, Nico, I'm playing Bannerlord and listening and watching you. See? We're all doing stuff. To be fair, that's what I do. You know, I don't expect any more out of my viewers than the same type of stuff I do. I play video games and listen to things. So I'll listen to live streams, I'll listen to YouTube videos, I'll listen to books on tape, I'll listen to podcasts, all that sort of stuff. And so I've got two screens. If I look to the right, I'm looking at that screen. If I look to the left, I'm looking here. I'll always have something I'm listening to while I'm playing a game. Unless it's a story-driven game that I've never played before, then I obviously listen to the game really hard. It's, like I said, yeah, that is normal gamer behavior. Hickson says, Bannerlord sale. Gotta get it if it's on sale. Ooh, this guy's got cool armor.
Give me all you have.
Ooh, you guys have maybe too good of armor. Let's get some space between us. Jonas Golden Dick says, I'm at work being real productive. I'm sure your boss must love that. It's good to have... Oop, I missed the dog. This guy's going to enjoy this. Sounded... Oh boy, did I get thrown off my horse? Oh boy. Lexi1397 says, I'm making chocolate chip cookies and listening to you. Nice.
I'll slaughter you.
Rude. What did I ever do to you? I mean, before I did that. Dog! I hate the damn dogs. I gotta take care of this guy before he murders me with that polearm. There we go. Now I can take care of this stupid dog. There we go. There's another guy back there. Ooh, I leveled up on something. Hunting! Nice. How did I miss that shot? Did you see that? What the hell? How do I keep missing these shots? I could swear I was doing that. Michael Halliburton says, you have my full attention, sir. Good. My coffee needs a refill. Well, definitely take care of that then. That guy's got a polearm too. Did I hit him or miss him? Well, I hit him in the neck that time. Oh man, I like a good bandit fight. That one wasn't bad. Hickson says, I can't program and listen to videos. My code gets super unorganized. That's how. So the only thing I'll ever be doing on my computer where I won't be listening to anything other than maybe like some really quiet classical music in the background is writing. If I'm doing anything else while trying to write, I screw it up bad. So if you're ever reading everything, anything I've ever written, and you suddenly notice that a sentence is weirdly placed or something like that, that's what's happening. I was listening to a political commentary video or something like that, and then, wrote what I was listening to. So yeah, I can understand certain things. Obviously, you can't listen to people streaming while you're trying to do them. We got a #1 sexy time in the chat again. One of the mods can get that taken care of. Ooh, this stuff's going to be worth a lot more money than the stuff I just sold. Plus, I'm going to a bandit camp right now. These guys weren't even the target. Alright. Nourishment. We'll eat some of this food. Bread. Dog lard? Yeah, I'll eat some dog lard. I don't care. I can't eat dog lard, apparently. The hell kind of a world is this where you can't eat dog lard? I can eat drinking water, though. Alright. Hickson says, I know how you feel. I believe it. Deshaun Kelly says, but I was nice and tried to help her. I know there are options I missed by not doing the other heresy-related quest. No, like, in my first playthrough and then most subsequent playthroughs of A Woman's Lot, I try to get the best result for her. Who knows? Maybe she did actually see God, but probably not. Most of the historical examples are not verified in any sort of a way, as much as they could be. No Soup says, what bow are you using? I'm using one of the Cumin bows, the 74 power one. It says stolen in Rataje. I didn't steal this bow. Hey, I killed a Cumin for it outside of Ujits. It must have been weird glitch, like putting it back in. You know what? I bet you it got the stolen status when I equipped it during the archery tournament. That's probably what happened. Deshaun Kelly says, Hot D. Dr. Zowden says, thoughts on the midterms for Wisconsin? I think they will be rather one-sided, as I suspect most of the midterms are going to be everywhere. That would be my thoughts on it, Dr. Zowden. Definitely not a studying gamer says, I'm a write a ultimatum to my neighbor now while listening to you. Smart. Use that little section I had about the horse head. You got that guy in one shot. You'll gut me? And I'm a dog? How incredibly rude. You'd think these guys had never gone to finishing school. Come on, you. The one standing way far away. Don't be so shy. Oh, I missed. That would have been a sick headshot, wouldn't it have been? Well, what's the ultimatum about? Are you trying to get him to surrender some some border territory, or want his dog to stop pooping on your yard, or what's the ultimatum about? If you tell me what it's about, I will word it for you. I won't go slow though, so hopefully you can write very quickly. It's weird that the bandit leader didn't maybe he just wasn't one of these guys? Because I didn't get a little notification for killing the bandit leader. Maybe he's out walking around. Nope, there he is. Okay. Deal, deal, deal. Hey, is that the shard? Look at that, it is. Dave Zell says, tell them you will scourge their holdfasts, raid their villages with fire and sword. You have to, rape their horses and ride off on their women. That's all I know about writing threats. Oops, I accidentally put my dagger on the horse. Hopefully I won't have to assassinate anyone. People are always like, how'd you get so much armor? I'm like, play the game. You know? I get to this point super early on and I've got ridiculous amounts of armor. Ask for one of his childs and a crap ton of land. I don't generally recommend asking for other people's children for multiple reasons. The first and probably foremost of which is it's not good to take other people's children, just as a general rule. And another one being, as a parent myself, the negotiations will stall if you ask for my children, because that's a non-negotiable for me. But hard for me to do that. Land, however, again, I would just, you know, threaten violence. It's generally how I negotiate. I don't know if I'd execute the child, especially if I got my hands. I would, if I got someone else's child as part of a negotiation, you know, like they gave up their child for border land or something like that, I would raise the child as my own, teach them to be in my likeness and serve me, be loyal to me, obviously, and then use them against the person that gave up their child, because that's the ultimate bargaining power you have over them, the emotional manipulation there. So, anyway, you're demanding that his neighbor becomes his retainer and pays dividends to the Estonian gamer's estate. That's fair. That's fair. The Chris Farley skit Van Down by the River just popped up on my feed and I had to watch it. I love that skit. It's one of my all-time favorites. Dave Zill says, how to get armor. Locate person in armor. Engage, win, repeat. Exactly, right? Child assassin. Exactly. Get yourself a child assassin. Even if a kid walks into your house and they're holding a butcher knife, you're probably going to be like, hey kid, why do you have a butcher knife? But if I walked into your house holding a butcher knife, you'd probably be like, oh, are you here to murder me? That would probably be like your first reaction. Not with a kid, right? Element of surprise, baby. Also, good idea, DTF. I assume you mean DTG, because I am not DTF. Just in case you're wondering. I am not usually DTF. Let's put it that way. You put a couple mules in me, you know, then we'll see what happens. Nay, horsey. I have to sell a bunch of stuff, and by sell, I mean on credit. Oops. XXXXX. E. XXXX. E. XX. E. XXX. E. XE. XX. Oops. XE. XE. XXXXX. Dare to feck. Would it be dare or down? Only your wife are DTF. Only your wife are DTF. I don't want to feed them. You guys are confusing me. Mostly because, look at all this stuff! I'm so over encumbered. Henry's just unloading all of his junk for Peshek. You don't want to feed who? Who do you not want to feed? Door. Okay, there it is. Peshek, quit being rude. I love how Peshek just goes about his daily business. I'm always trying to sell him just a ton of goods, and he's always like, yeah, just let me put this flour sack down. It's like people in Law and Order. who just continue to do their job while being questioned by the special victims unit about like a double rape homicide or something like that. They're like, yeah, I'll talk to you, but I can't stop unloading this truck. That comes first. Fack what? I don't care what they're facking called. I want to know what they're facking worth. One of my favorite lines from this game. Ugh, really? Multiples? How classless. How much are we worth? Only 4 grand? Wow. That armor wasn't worth nearly as much as I thought it was going to be. Saw that dog lard, dog meat, hair meat, red blah blah blah. Sell all these less good bandages. That. Alright. 4,400. Nice. Stonks. Someone said something about their... What? Is this a no glitch run? I mean, I can't guarantee that there won't be any glitches, but I'm not doing any exploits, if that's what you mean. I didn't impose that many rules on myself. Last time I did a playthrough of the game, I did good guy Henry, so I like didn't loot corpses and didn't steal stuff, didn't assassinate civilians, all sorts of stuff like that. I have not imposed any such rules on myself for this playthrough. But yeah, no, I'm Hickson. Yeah, I'm avoiding cheesing unless you consider archery in the game to be cheesing, because that's my main form of combat in this playthrough. Lexi1397 says I have like 75 what? Chocolate chip cookies so far? That's a lot. Michael Halberton says, back with my coffee. Any horses harmed while I was away? No. We had some fun combat. I think you were gone for it too, so that's a shame. But we killed quite a few bandits. Hickson says, I see. Okay, so I won't give no super exploits. Yeah, no, I used to do all sorts of exploity type stuff back when when I was first playing the game and stuff. But now I just want to play it authentically to get the full, long, grindy experience, Dr. Zowden says, Miller Peshek must be like, where the hell am I going to put this shit? Henry has loaded me down with this crap. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not like he's got a giant stolen goods storefront or secondhand armor store. So, I imagine it's just piled around the mill. Full suits of armor and swords and stuff. And it would be real hard for the miller to explain where he got all that stuff. To be fair, that stuff wasn't stolen either. I could have just brought it into town and sold it at the store.
Where's the proof? Here it is.
Chocolate chip is the best cookie. Redneck Zeus. I like regular chocolate chip cookies, but if you take chocolate chip cookies and you add in some coconut,
All right, I'll take a look around.
that's the best. Alright, this next one should be the one right over this way. Right? Let's check. Map. Yep, right over there. These are like my favorite Radiant missions. They're not Radiant. I wish they were Radiant. I wish this was a non-stop thing where he would just constantly keep assigning you bandit camps to go murder. Because it's one of my favorite, easily, like, high replayable type side missions in the game. As of now, I've written The Case of the Northern Land Good Health Good Neighbor. As you know, my great-granddad owned that land of yours. I like it so far, Estonian Gamer. I would try to work in a couple words like perchance and behoove. If you can work them into your text, it'll make you sound way more medievally. Where the heck am I? I didn't ride too far, did I? I feel like it's right here, isn't it? Maybe I turned too early. I know it's on the slope, pretty close to the place. I think I definitely passed it. M&M are the worst cookies. No. Anything with raisins in it is the worst. I know a lot of people like raisin cookies, but I'm not one of them. I can't stand raisins is the problem. If I liked raisins, I would probably enjoy raisin cookies. Estonian Gamer says, but good sirs, I mustn't keep you anymore. I must go now. I assume you must go to bed, because aren't you going to, I think it was Finland tomorrow, Estonian Gamer? Okay, here it is. I see the rocks. Oh, Danny boy, the rocks are something. From glen to glen and down again. Alright. I thought it was in here. I think it's just below these rocks. Estonian Gamer says, yes, I must go sleepy sleep now. Alright, Estonian Gamer, thanks for hanging out while you could. Hope you had fun. Have a good trip tomorrow. See you next fall. Well, I missed that shot. Sucks to suck, buddy. That guy might be the leader.
Hey, all of you, gather here. Raise the alarm. Over here.
I was hoping he was going to miss me. What the hell, man? Why are they all running away like a bunch of punks? I think I missed. That's okay. We got these guys. We'll go get that guy too. Or we'll just wait for him to come back. I've done that before, where I just like lie down Goldilocks style in one of their beds and take a nap until the ones who ran away came back, and then I kill them. Talk to you in about 5 minutes, Estonian. Lexi doesn't seem to believe that Estonian Gamer will actually leave, just because he's got a record of not actually leaving when he says he has to go to sleep, because he gets into his bed and then turns on his phone and starts chatting again. Come on, Sword. There we go. I thought I had killed one more. There he is. Alright. I'm gonna eat out of their pot, Goldilocks style. This soup is just right. Nothing in the thing, that sucks. Alright, let's transfer our extra crap that's weighing us down over to the horse. Horse is like, ugh, why do I always have to carry everything? And then we can go looking for that last bandit. Hello, horsey. Cookie is very USA. Chocolate biscuits in the UK. Yes, we call them cookies here. Biscuits are very different here. Biscuits are a savory dinner roll type thing. Oops, that was a weird shot. Hello, mate. Does this guy forget that I just killed his 5 butt buddies? Aw, did that hurt when I shot you in the upper arm? But wait, I thought the pig turned up willingly for the slaughter. What happened to all that cocky pig talk, honey? See if I can hit him in the back. I feel like that shot should have hit him. Hey mate, you're not very fast. I shot him in the coccyx. Quit rolling down the hill. There we go. Now we got the whole camp. So Lexi1397 is making some cookies. You should send some of them cookies my way. Via the mail in a tin. Ooh, a hazel bow. Don't mind if I do. That's the butt. The coccyx? It's funny because it's the butt and it also says the word cock in it. Much like a rooster. Very funny. Alright guys, I feel like this might be the last bandit killing mission that Sir Bernard gives us, or Captain Bernard gives us. What should we do next? Another one of the side missions here in Rataje, or should we do the main mission? The one where we go hunting with Hans Kapan. Because for side missions, we could do the bird hunting one for the huntsman here. Redneck Zoo says, let's confuse/disgust the Europeans in chat. Biscuits and gravy is delicious. Yes, biscuits and gravy is delicious. My favorite way to do biscuits and gravy is with fried egg on it. You know? Makes a good good biscuits. You gotta serve your biscuits with gravy. You got your milk and cookies, you got your biscuits and gravy. Anyway, Anyway, option-wise, like I said, we could do the hunting mission with Hans Kapan, or we could do the mission for the huntsman in Rataje, or there's probably the hangman's mission we could probably do, or the bailiff will probably have that mission where we get jobs for all the Skalitz refugees. Those are all things that we could do. What would you guys like to do next, considering I'm pretty sure we're done with the bandit hunting? Well, we will be once I go sell all this stuff.
I've taken care of the camp. Where's the proof? Here it is.
Yes, Redneck Zeus, it is good. That's my favorite way. I do the biscuits, and then I do fried eggs on top, and then I'll do the gravy on top of that. And I've substituted out the biscuits too, so obviously the classic, you know, just toast, and then fried eggs, and then the gravy. That's good too. Did he just give me another mission? He did! Oh yeah, I remember that one. So we do have one more. Good. We got one more yet. So you guys have plenty of time to make your decision. But my favorite way to do a biscuits and gravy type thing like that is actually, I did it recently with hash browns. So you do either regular hash browns or maybe hash brown patties, and then your fried eggs and then your sausage gravy. Also absolutely delicious. Just super good. I'll sell my stuff to these guys here in town because Peshek's already working up a decent amount of credit. Have you found the cumin in the barn yet? I haven't stopped there, but I know that mission. I know the one you're talking about. Let's sell some stuff to these good town merchants. Oh no, you know what? We'll sell it to the guy I like making my personal broker here in Rataje. This, that merchant right there. I like making him really rich. Because he's one of the buys anything type brokers. Plus, I like the idea of, like, you have these big, fancy, rich sword armor tailor merchants and everything. Then you got this little guy with a tent, and he becomes the richest one in town. It's, like, my favorite thing. How much money does he have? He's got 13k on him. See, I must have already sold some stuff to him. Told you I like selling to this guy. Deshaun Kelly says, oh my god, yes, it is so good. See, Deshaun Kelly knows. Monkey bread is my favorite food while camping. I had monkey bread when I was a kid a lot. My mom used to make it. Camping food. I like pudgy pies. Especially the savory pudgy pies, so you make them like a pizza or something like that. Breakfast pudgy pies are pretty good with like ham, egg, and cheese or something like that. It's good stuff. Hard for me to say, though. If I'm having a good time camping, any food will be good food. Let's put it that way. We'll sleep and save for an hour. Get ourselves... Well, wait, let's check and see how... Energy? Okay, we're doing good for energy, so we'll just do 1 hour to save. Let's see if the pot has been refilled yet. No, it has not. Alright. Let's ride! Silver. Hi-ho! Away! Whoa, turn! Silver, you're not very maneuverable. We did pies with tortillas and marshmallow fluff. That does not sound very good. Of course, I hate marshmallows, so... And I feel like I don't like marshmallow fluff any more than I like marshmallows, so... Yeah, I definitely don't think I would enjoy that. But of course, s'mores. S'mores are good. Delicious, hot, toasted schmoes. It's basically the only way I can stand eating marshmallows is with chocolate. Dr. Zedin says, yum yum, corned beef hash and eggs is really good too. I had that in the field this week. I also enjoy a good corned beef hash and eggs. Speaking of corned beef, by the way, earlier this week... Or wait, what is it? No, late last week, because I think I did it on Friday, I cooked up a corned beef brisket in the slow cooker. And made mashed potatoes and gravy with it. And it was a phenomenally good corned beef brisket. Easily the best corned beef I've ever had. It was so good. So that's going to become a regular part of my rotation food-wise going forward, because it was just stupid good. And honestly, pretty easy to make. All I did with it was I took the, because they come with a little seasoning packet that's got like corianders and stuff like that. I took that, spread it on top of the roast. A teaspoon of brown sugar, spread that all over the roast. Then a tablespoon of minced garlic, I put that on there, spread that all over the brisket. I keep saying roast, I meant brisket. Wait, I should see how far past the camp this one is. So, I have to go that way more. Okay. And then I did, just for moisture and flavor and everything, I poured a Guinness in with the roast. A Guinness dark stout. And cooked it like that for 8 hours. Oh, it was phenomenally good. If any of it would have survived, you know, long enough for me to make something, I would have fried up some potatoes and made corned beef hash with the remainder, but it was so good it didn't last that long. This is the bandit camp I always have the hardest time finding. I know it's down here somewhere. I feel like it's hidden in these bushes somewhere. Is that it right there? Yes, that is it. Yeah, Dave, Dr. Zowden, your comment there made me think you were talking about deviled eggs, because I saw eggs in your comment, and your first thing says yum yum, and so I was thinking yum yum deviled eggs from Fallout. Did that guy that I shot an arrow at just run away? What a brave bandit. Mashed corned beef into potatoes, a little gravy, and you got stovies. That's fair. What am I doing? What does it look like I'm doing, buddy? There's just the two of them? I know one ran away, but shouldn't there be at least 4 at this camp? There's our hazel bow. No, seriously. Shouldn't there be more? Hey, look, another horse. Oh! I released my arrow too quick. Shot him right in the snout. Come back, horsey! I missed. Well, he got away with a warning. I'll Goldilocks this pot up good. Let's see what's in this very hard chest. Not a whole lot. Alright, let's follow up with more of the old Goldilocks method. We'll take a little hour-long nap and see if the bandits come back. That way I don't have to go chasing them down. Look at that! He came back. This guy looks real tough. Just when I wanted to vent my rage on someone. How'd that go for you, buddy? Let me take your trusty companion. Now you have no trusty companion. Do you feel smart? I doubt it. But the horse came back. So. Winning all around. Let's take our arrow back. Can't let the horse keep that. That should be everyone. Now that should be the... Oh. I'm just going to whistle for my horse. I don't know why I was trying to get back to him. Come on, horsey. Can I get on? Yay! I'm not too overloaded. Dr. Zowden says, really didn't know you could smoke it through... thought you needed the brine from the bag. Smoke it. I don't know what you're talking about, Dr. Zowden. Explain. I assume you're talking about corned beef, but I didn't smoke it. I said I cooked her in the slow cooker. What do we have here? Another group of bandits? Let's un-overload ourselves, because that's a really good way to die. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Come on. What is our nourishment? 76? There we go, 95. See if we can't pop this guy from a distance.
This won't take long.
Heard the dog growl immediately. Didn't love that. 2 guys wearing the exact same outfit? What is this, a rock band? Ooh, that guy had a cool shield. That guy had an evil laugh. There, we took out one of them. Stop it, you dick! I'm not dead. I'm very much alive. I don't want to ride too far away because I don't want that guy to despawn. Stupid dog! Did the dog just kill my horse?
Bring it on.
Dog? You little shit stain. That dog killed my horse! Killed Warhorse Yenda! Can I get my horse back? I'm more than a little concerned about that. Especially considering... Oh no! And he was carrying all my stuff! Wait a second. I believe horse insurance exists in the game. Because I think I made a video about it. Anyway, Lexi1397 says, I like cinnamon sugar, vanilla French toast with some sausage links and fresh strawberries on the side. Yummy. Redneck Zoo says, maybe an unpopular opinion, but I think pellet grills are overrated. I have never used one. Animals were harmed in the making of the stream. Clearly! I killed 2 horses and then the dog had the audacity to kill my horse. Okay, good. There is horse insurance. Whew! The one-time insurance isn't a scam. It's when it's on a horse. Ooh, they had some good weapons. And probably good armor. I'm gonna ride into town. Karma. I don't think so. First of all, don't believe in karma. Oh, slow cooker. Oh, you thought I smoked it. No, yeah, I cooked her in a slow cooker for 8 hours. Typically, if you're gonna do it like that, you know, the recipe that I just described to you, first of all, your slow cooker should be on low, otherwise you'll burn it. The Guinness will provide plenty of moisture, and then obviously all the drippings will mix rather well with the Guinness, and you can turn that into a gravy, which will be very delicious. But what you do, if you don't want to do, because like I prefer to, if I'm doing something like that, a big hunk of meat, I'll cook it, make it delicious, and then I'll serve it with mashed potatoes. So obviously you peel your potatoes, slice them, boil them, mash them. But if you're going to do the roast method with your corned beef brisket, you cook it on low with all the stuff that I described for 4 hours with nice high moisture, low heat, and then you add in your carrots, potatoes, onions, whatever you want to add in there, and cook it for another 3 to 4 hours, and then you can serve, and all of your vegetables are, prepared right there. So, yes, slow cooker, crock pot, that type of thing. That's how you're going to want to cook it, following the recipe I said. I assume you probably could smoke a corned beef brisket. I have never tried it. Might kind of make the flavor a little bit weird. I don't know. Yes, Zeus. I've never used a pellet grill, so I'm not familiar with them. The only kind of grill your boy Nico uses is charcoal. I've got a charcoal barrel grill, and I use that for grilling everything that I grill. I don't believe in gas grills, because if I wanted to cook on gas, I'd just do it in my house. Charcoal's the way to go. Tastes so good. It's like you're eating in a coal mine. Delicious. But now we're going to go and repair all of that stuff, because I feel like some of those weapons and armor are going to be... How do I get off my horse? X. Are going to be good enough to make it worth keeping them. So let's move these to the inventory. It's too bad I haven't unlocked the... Oh boy, got a lot of stuff. Dave Zilla says, if you smoke the corned beef brisket, do it until the bark sets, then crock pot it to finish. That makes sense. The way, and if you do cook it in the crock pot and you like it a little bit more crisp on the outside, because I know a lot of people prefer their brisket that way, then just toss her under the broiler for 5-10 minutes after you've then it'll have that crisp outside. So. Funny thing is, I'm not even hungry right now. We're talking about all this food, I'm not even hungry right now. I actually ate breakfast this morning.
I'm glad.
Yes, yes, yes. Repairs. First of all, we'll repair all the stuff that we're wearing. And then anything that's valuable enough we'll keep so we can go toss it in our chest, just in case we haven't looted it already. Because some of that stuff looked pretty good. I don't know if, like, the metal-plated battle axe, for example, I saw that. I don't know if I have that already. Oh, wait, we didn't repair our clothing yet. Yeah, trust me, I was a little bit worried about the horse until I remembered that, yes, the horses do respawn in this game. Michael Halliburton says, Medieval Cooking Channel. There's one called Random Innkeeper. He makes, he or she, I don't remember, makes medieval recipes. That's the whole theme of the channel. I see him shared on Twitter quite frequently by a lot of the same people in the Kingdom Come Deliverance community. So, there we go. Alright, now we'll transfer over. We'll do by price. So, we'll keep these things. We'll transfer these to the horse. Don't know if we have these shields. The rest of that stuff will sell. Armor, though. Milanese Brigandine. We'll send one of those over to the horse. I'm already wearing golden spurs. I already have that. Hound Skull's a good helmet. Italian bassinet. We're already wearing the Noble's composite josses, so... I'm going to put on the clean ones, though. Already have that stuff. Alright, the rest of the stuff we can sell. I just saw onions are fantastic, and I'm like, yes! But I'm going to see the whole thing. A German recipe that I go for, mashed taters, is add a bit of mustard and fried onions. That sounds good. Sounds real good. Michael Halliburton says, cool. Yes, quite cool. Renix Zoo says, I have had two. A small basic Traeger and a bigger pit boss. The Traeger was better than the pit boss, but if I want to grill, I prefer a dedicated grill, and for smoking, I prefer a dedicated smoker. That's fair. Checks out. Makes sense. I disagree and I hate you, but it makes sense. No, I'm just kidding. I almost forgot that I saw my stuff to this guy over here. I just have to real slowly walk over there, looking like a boss with a little bit of blood on my face. Ooh, is that the fist fight guy? I could do that mission too.
God grants you health.
You too, buddy.
How may I help
You can't, I hate you. Alright, let's sell stuff. Just one of the daggers. I like to keep an assassination dagger on me. I like to keep the dried stuff on me. Got a nice long shelf life, which means I don't need to starve to death out and about. But the rest, I don't need it. I still haven't used up the stuff that, you know, his wealth in his inventory from whenever I sold him a bunch of stuff last time. But that should have been the last bandit camp that Bernard will assign. So we should be able to finish that bad boy off right away. I'll ride up through the upper castle, but he's probably out by the training yard still. Then I can zap up to the inn up there and sleep and save so I don't... oh, that's not him. Okay, yeah, he's out by the training yard.
We're taking care of the camp.
Oh, I haven't done much smoking, if I'm being totally honest. I've done a teeny bit of smoking before, but it's never been something that I got super into. Yeah, I thought so.
Very well, Captain. Glad to hear.
See, look at that. We finished all of the ones for him.
I have some. See, bastards.
17 bandits' ears. Ooh, 600 groschen. Nice. Alright, let's, defense?
Certainly. I'd like to. All right. Now.
I'm gonna quick train here. Dr. Zadin says, Shadiversity does some medieval cooking, but it's not a hard topic to find on the YouTube. No, yeah, it's there. See if I can do the next defense.
Wouldn't you rather...
Yeah, I should have known.
Well,
Training. Let's see what else I can train in. Axe, I should be able to train in that.
I'd like to... All right. Now.
Yay, I've improved Axe. Training. Axe.
I'd like to learn... Certainly. I'm interested... Wouldn't you rather... Well,
Apparently I'm not level 5 in that either. I'm just going to have the real basic one on all of them.
I'd like to... All right. Now.
Does only cost 60 groschen, so can't be too upset. See if I can do these slightly advanced on that.
I'd like to... Certainly. I'm interested... Wouldn't you rather...
Yeah, I should have known.
Well, I'll think it over.
Dr. Zadin says, Little Blood, looks like you've been assaulted. Lexi says I may have just eaten like 10 cookies. Yes, I've been assaulted a little bit. I don't know if you were gone when it happened, but I did get involved in a skirmish out and about. Lexi says I may have eaten 10 cookies. Yeah, that's good. It's a good start. Redneck Zeus says, Shed is cool for a Mormon. Yeah, he's definitely a Mormon. So it pops up in a lot of his stuff. He'll say something, I'll be like, I don't really agree with that per se, but I do like a lot of his content. For me, it'll come and go. Like I'll have a spree where I'll watch like 20 of his videos and then I won't watch him again for months, just because A, certain topics that he talks about don't interest me, and B, he's got a very loud personality. I'd put it that way. So, like I said, it's definitely hit or miss. And this is not a situation where I guess you never miss, huh? I know what I should do. I should pickpocket, try to find myself some dice. Since I'm up here anyway. Karina Smirnoff says, no, Nico. Dr. Zadin says, can't wait till Turkey Day. Put the bird in a 10-drink beer until 17. When the bird comes out, drink more beer till 22. I'm actually thinking, because of how good that corned beef turned out the other day, that brisket, I might cook up a couple briskets for Thanksgiving. Normally I'm a ham or turkey kind of man. Well, I should say, I've never actually made a turkey. Ever.
Hey, what the fuck?
Sorry. Nothing to see here. I've never actually made a turkey, but I was planning on doing it this year. Michael Halliburton says, you really sold him. I'm gonna give it a pass. Like I said, he's got good content. The medieval historical type stuff is pretty interesting. It's just, like, he'll talk about comic stuff and things that just, don't really interest me decently frequently. Plus, like I said, he's got a very loud personality. Kind of a goofball. So it's not everything he makes is something that'll interest me. Dr. Zeus says, I've been watching his review of Rings of Power since I refused to watch the show for myself. I should pay attention to this pickpocketing. This guy actually had dice. See, this is what I was looking for. I like having my full dice collection. I can steal all their stuff out of the chest. Haha. Dr. Zadin says, I have some large issues with the Church of Latter-day Saints, but yes, Shad is great. Well, that's the thing. First of all, the Church of Latter-day Saints is not a legitimate Church of Christ. It's not recognized as a Christian denomination by pretty much all other Christian denominations. So they claim to worship Christ, but they don't do it in a way that most people would consider consistent. Let's put it that way. No, I don't need help. I just need any dice and groschen you might have on you. Do you need help? I am the local do-gooder, other than the occasional pickpocketing. He didn't have any dice. The loser. Karina Smirnoff says, he is not my cup of tea. Redneck Zeus says, Dr. Zeus, why did I call you Dr. Zeus? Or did I just combine Dr. Zouden and Dr. Zeus? Because, yeah, that'll happen. Hey, look at that. #1 sexy time. We're doing high frequency number one sexy time these days. Well, we got a couple dice already. I'll have to go toss the dice up into my chest so we don't lose them if we get stopped in Rataje, because I want to go find Nightingale and pickpocket him if I can. Where's my chest? Oh, yeah. We'll also grab that stuff out of the horse. So we can store that. Inventory weapons. We will store the heavy shield. This, and this. And then Hound Skull, Italian, that. Jewelry we'll store. Alright. And then other fur dice. Lou dice. Ooh, this guy's a Lucifer type guy. Those dice suck butts. Dr. Smirnoff. Sounds official. Alright, let's go look for Nightingale. He's got a lucky die, and I need to get my hands on that lucky die. Dr. Lexi. Why is everyone saying that they're a doctor? You like Dr. Sidney Watson? I liked that. There's all those news stories covering the whole plane ride thing, and they would say she allegedly was on this plane ride or whatever, but they called her Dr. Sidney Watson because that's what it says in her Twitter bio. And I'm pretty sure that's a joke because I'm quite certain she doesn't have a PhD. So I did say Dr. Zeus? I'm confused. I'm not sure what's going on. Who's on first? Right? Is that the joke? Anybody here with dice? Dr. Zodin says, because of me, and it's an easy gamer tag to get. Well, everybody has to change their gamer tag to Dr. whatever now. Nobody's at these inns. Guess it's probably a little bit too late. I need dice. You know what, I guess I do remember a lot of the dice being in treasure chests, so I could do a treasure hunt. Not right now, because I don't feel like starting that right now. But, I bet you that would get me my dice that I like having. Daring Debonair. Did I do something illegal? I mean, I've done lots of illegal stuff, but did somebody see me do something illegal? Hey look, it's Hans Kapan. Hans Small Bird. I have not found Nightingale. Does he only work during the day? I thought he worked at night. That's the name. During the day, he's just in Gale. that was funny. Good joke. I'm upset that I can't seem to find him. If I remembered the console commands, I'd do one. You know, spawn Nightingale or teleport Nightingale to player. I think you do teleport NPC to player, and then you do ID Nightingale. Or token Nightingale, that might be what it is. Doctor. Lexi1397 says it took me a hot minute to realize what you said. It took me a sexy minute to realize what you said. Well, I can't find Nightingale. So, I think that's where we're gonna leave her off today, Dr. Krieger. I'm not a doctor. I mean, I'm definitely a doctor. Dr. Zadin says, perhaps I need to talk to someone, but in my mind, I refer to myself under this gamer tag when I need to take a secondary perspective of an issue on a problem. To my gamer tag. I don't know. That's probably harmless. Of course, I say that about most psychological conditions. Schizophrenia, it's probably harmless. Split personality disorder, it's probably harmless. You know? Raging, murderous, sociopathic tendencies, it's probably harmless. Anyway, so I'm gonna leave her off for today. I think this has been a good stream. We've been going for about 2 hours and 45 minutes. And I'll be streaming again on Thursday. So not tomorrow, but the day after that we'll be streaming again. Probably just Kingdom Come Deliverance again, if I'm being honest. I like playing the game. So, thank you everyone for turning in. We had a lot of Dr. Zowden today. Karina Smirnoff, Redneck Zeus popping in. Quite a few of the other people. Gabriel Richter was here. Estonian Gamer was here. Michael Halliburton was here. And this might have been the first time I've seen Michael Halliburton. A name I feel like I would have remembered because Halliburton is obviously memorable for anyone who remembers the, 2000s. There were other people whose names I always forget. But it was great having you all here. Had a lot of fun. Hope to see you again on Thursday when we'll be streaming KCD the next time. Karina Smirnoff says hoot hoot. Bye-bye, everyone. Goodbye, everyone. Have fun. Have a great day.